rural connection ka mami. Get up tayo a number. Manager some up connecting.
Actual volume is not. How to add song lyrics to your photo. If you don't know how to do it, I'm going to show you on this video. If you are
This
interested.
song is very heavy.
Now, as many of you know, I'm a proud Arsenal fan.
This way playing the SDK.
Near misses. All right, 94.0 QFM. Aye, positive with the white in and walking the little bit together. Lots of news. They can't take the elder, take the job done, take the job on the wall. You need, maybe we will be sharing our YouTube channel. Maybe we will be commenting YouTube channel, make QFM. Right now, they can't tell me the Minister John, Honorable Daniel Omara Atubu. I may want to show you, okay, we're going opinion. Yes, most of the districts, of course, they don't eat meat.
Winyo radio meka ni ka first starting to chung attack yung program man e kadang amuta ber tie binu ni ching chabit ginarida ho gwen wano kwero me wa ho ching chabit ginarida ho gwen ni ching chabit inu wa wano na do wano tu ber ni ching chabit wan du chu be the Golden Park nyoni the Lavington Park ame ungeo ni Coronation Park. Now Coronation Park wano biru bero ka ye ching chabit wano kwa kasno dango no tingi copy kan dan wotom otia goyo artist here performing live band here live band na ngutie tempera mo na giduche ngutie mo na Lavington Park ka wano tingi kopo te otiyo komano pien wano yo ni miol bede ngiyo yo bukwera ya wan chela bela tek ko mane numo do diege ke do kero ko e kada nga artist performing ko e kada onena dilo ko karachel is a giant screens in Lavington Park. Mono iching chabit. Tinong chia dang ching chabit tieri ba.
Tin changwen.
Changwen karam utini ko ching chabit tieri polodong ini na dektwa.
Pedong bo.
Now,
che piar biru yar yoke.
kapot peneno tom. With a lot of due respect. Pot peti to lera yini neno. Ame tuni to mawano tukelo. Mono menyuru ni we are the champion, national are the champion.
What a Lavington Park.
What a Lavington Park. Iching chabit. Bobson Modio.
Winzati ya mure yutiko meni na tin ka kanar kana initi ye kop dong eno jabar kono eno. Do ana ko ni ka moto chwak timu dilo me Premier League du. Ka Premier League nude ka chwak Chelsea chwak Man U chwak
Medede yu chunje.
Chuny Man U.
Medede yu.
Yiranga
man timi pe doctor nyang.
Ogor no wana kam ket gama. Jenga kai tie ko yer kai nuo ngata tie kede gor maro pewe wana kom
making miogi
ma ka tiyo miyo ge man wana kom ket gi
so ko porpetie
aworo okelo commander ko bani pe ken coronation park uje cholche nien pe ken tien ti history mar bino setting kanum gwako kuchi bino bere i karmedo ni mwahnyen kuno bino gwako ku ye yomi ye ko bi kai ken pe no pen
so tiedo mohor ko ne kwera machel pilo Uganda wana biro timo kile ginger okay bien otia timi district wana biro timo kile ginger ni no anongo Uganda loro wekelera city kala kile ginger city
me celebrating
the trophy Kenya won come organizing committee me celebration obero president come
wow William Somei
Ruto and yober won come local organizing committee me celebrating trophy Arsenal in Kenya Rwanda be president Paul Kagame
wow tidonga mit
eka national celebration me kana be CDF
me Uganda
me Uganda national celebration be CDF
ko ni endo pe nena dilendre ke be gwedi la nena dano
so ero me pajukan ngitu tieno bini mi tam tien ngit nudo ngute chako neno tom ja chako chibugi ka kwene so o Arsenal do icheng chabet Lavington Park bino neno na dilo
kare ti uture kare ti laptop kare ti yam yin bini
no yini ibidon ka tutumia pa tom kare chel kede gina chama kede gina mara yini no ngeye kunu
nuara tom gina chama gina mara
e no ngeye kunu
okay balor pe kanyo atama bin wana ryo ko ne wani
bin
wala achola
ilao do binu
agak to te par ko kuchi ine ni ke jabit ko kuchi par
binu so life band bedatie petit artist ora performing nyoni ya miming yiri ke to life band
go life band yite we kai
te we dang Jordan pe tamia kwani joni ngeo weri ka bero wekiwa
goyi ka gine
goyi ka instrument
yinde te gocha
yinde te chako ka wer len square gi ducha no mutie ka wer len square ka bero so you duch one no yabo da one no chego Lavington Park Arsenal party
anyway
opio man right team this time man kai to
mara lem ka kengi nunu mera kwa wa
man kai to
akwa iwan re wote wia
kuchi woro bini
Nelson petit kitabi ken by the way Nelson Mara dilo la province kada wor kwen en pekeng
okay
en ko Mara dilo man pedi marka ni dilo ni ba tek da dilo en Mara but me Arsenal petit kitaram kenkere ngato ken me pe kenkere obedo okwasham uje Asan Good Motors che ko ni dox no en barti doxang wen
please Good Motors bin ngere me watam okay bin ngere me watam the local organizing committee mo mayor tikano ngara sisi golo tikano the spokesperson me Uganda Police North Kyoga did Patrick Okamatikano the town clerk
Okamako ni put pe nyero kade nendo team Champion League edo ya ye
so wana yobo yobari yo man ko ngatu muko e kamacho tibino okay opportunity with radio
atara berati atat Dr. Jen
one pass don't pero te dir moro so mono karachel kede mono no with radio now Aston Villa world to your cap Europa League Aston Villa loka world to Europa League ko
tene cha maruna no wexti are not
bindo tuma dek
yondo da geba
so jodo ti final Arsenal koketi Man City kede kede Chelsea gwe in final FA Cup Arsenal kede Man City te gwe final mengo me Carabao Cup eka Crystal Palace te gwe final me Conference League eka Aston Villa te gwe final me Europa League Arsenal te final me Champions League eka Man U te final wishon
te final me koro kocha kor ko dang wot kede ko
Man U te final la kor ka final day Man U te ka final day it's okay ko por dang pe better one next season.
Le marle.
Eh?
Ana kwa ichwak man uni. Pe timi gini.
Oh, time gini ngo jono ko. Joro time ngo. Joro time ngo.
Jor tu ni jom pol.
Oh. Ana ko bigi. Ni. Umi wagini dog moka big to a bichi loka era megin potio tamana pick up or ka Carabao gini umi. Premier League the Champions League. No go area for Arsenal. Kai temo. Ni temo piem ke Arsenal. Inwe me e kwa yo pi.
Anyway, dakika dong tiu wor no ko mai bolle mar chao te duogo dong ke kano mai de ke kano.
Okay. Ole uno stance le. Ole utendo ndo kache kiuka. Your dear stand. Patricia, Bobson. You are personal. That is what I'm talking about. Hello?
Bobson.
Yep.
Hello?
Mark manager.
Eh?
Mark.
Good morning. How are you?
Mana?
Mark manager.
Come do tiada.
Your PC, Mark manager. Hi, Mark.
Pati ajato.
Boss.
Here I'm better discussion on the thing.
PC na kana mangen PC.
Ipe.
Maron PC ko pe.
And no achwe you better teacher. No achwe you better teacher.
Sino jaga boss.
I
Jato.
know to
PC no engineer ni pengen kita engineer ni. Me obar ana ngi PC.
An
Ana ngi process.
ana better tin corridor melira ni. Peti gina bilai.
Yes. But processor me PC only.
Yo pongoro leva jota gamo. Examination cards.
Right. Kade convincing andang ngo.
So tino woro ko chabi.
Ini tu mere news, itu online, mere.
PC no. Katina no chen mar bala hachel. I will jammer jate woket ko what was setting anako. Ame kada ya kan. No wifi na tia wor ko ma chen ka office ka kerchi mo konati live tiktok. So me.
Yeah.
Where do you go in bed? Back in the matter, pay you for it.
Kom jate.
We kong chen chabe. Mo me geng mo.
And me a team of it. I did better back in the matter.
La.
Ke win ayer mi ya bero.
Yes.
So, what's happening, man?
Aya.
Kada ko gene Champions League da fi gene.
Aya.
Yes, sir. Amanda.
Hello? 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 Okay.
Gor jona ka. Kanana nena dilia center pale. Kana nena dilia center pale. Wana idi me menta. Loja don ka pe beri kwa tek. Numan yu jo bol teka tu ngeta.
Hold them accountable where necessary, and also give them space to deliver. The people will judge you not by speeches or anything.
Koro atimo radio we ken fona. Ka TV pod delay still. Okay, kokere ka wano ko buwor ke kwere jeng be chato wel. Mer ka bed mod by 10 seconds.
Yin gire beru ko mo eto gira kar yin wor ko bor ku jale timing.
Okay.
Eto kori te ma kido no in ko bodo te TV. En ngode te mo de ngide. TV beru compose.
Kira da anak deh.
Ana no ngada te mo ngide TV.
Ngide ya, iwere.
Kira da anak deh.
Omi, are you done?
One more.
Ready to make digital taxi stamp payments? Choose KCB Bank Uganda for fast, secure, and convenient digital taxi stamp payments via internet banking or any KCB.
World to kada bayar me kada woro ye chiya joko le ye yomtin.
Gaja.
For about an hour. 1 hour to 2 hours. No, 260. But the will requirement.
For more information, KCB Bank for people for better.
Okay, opoy matek medu gucheni kwena cheu me chato wila bomba le chawa wegda do worko jama Paul amuta Paul tie. Did you know ni doko doko tunga aneta mong nakasero? Dok day ngeo ni o ma do hoto kimero ko angwen no kene. Okay, ko chakre local story.
Anyway, apoy matek James tinini en bora Melira City tiame ukobo ni tingino ketu jami metigi ping odanyi gine jema. Ngame wor timera wor bouncers utinyo gina liya iching bora. Bora unyuti bouncers ni gin karada ngin. Nyimo officer RCC. Bora no tikoro tiame ro RCC gin bouncers aroma par nwente wote mak ginu pika bora do bin do hak bouncers gera petweri. Bouncers mogo do ke ye mengo chi police lar police yen bora bin bera gera petweri. Pika bichela ma RCC Lawrence golo ko mi jodwok ke bora ko now i bora potia wangni ucholo me tutumia piera deku ya bichi kito tia rayo kede petia be pien otia choya mi gia kom ginu kerie
Yeah.
pien chen cha yin ka chwalo te mi pot book dango te chako poka yidi nen so ni mi gi account number ginu kerie kede cholo ka rayo pedong rai gupu ame city tia tikede bouncers mogo eno da warni unu petia yota bon in fact bon RCC no baltie dang tinini gin tia ko bi gin otio mi rat kero tela ge me bora pien otela ni nok tia chat gi yamo ko ajemi a woro jodo ngobino kwero kocham lanyu kwir won kama beach me kole district James jamme ko be kono
Ero pe dai do gina chame ba.
a duogo don lelet kanyo maro wire tilono duone anta konye en biru kelu gina nangere now
Ole anta Kekel gino
MP Dr. Samuel Pia churda numero mia bole mara do pa mia rwata kede men lokede but jamu ko ber kono now Reverend Silvana Sugal amabedo bishop me PAG East Pastorate okobni chamo chana Uganda chamani do ho giname tidom normal tidom normal amedang jodo pe para utichega menne cham chen ta joti office cham chen ta temi ya porni ichani na dog joti akobita kwed Anita Mongi kono dong pote twei
nu pote ba.
kono pote twei kono
Nu pote ba.
Okay now take kobni kache oticha government amita titeni tutwala wako wibie ba Dr. Teng ka wore office pe ye bending to teacher government ame binu wille chenne ami chenne pe ping tutwala wak ikop me choy teach now Dr. Samuel Pia churi terien stating ichani kole gin me kole nyen amenuwa gin members me parliament adegdushu me kole teach kiri won kom mono engineer Moses Oteng eto Pia churi ko bi chana me ti district service commission ena yedong rachala pe mi rotimere ame onywele me kole akono nung teach dokotia me ya willo teacher wila donc Dr. Samuel Pia churi ko bi PDM and then more report jomogo me PDM ti dang dok ka da ti am te wheelchair me PDM a wila ado rachikato gindok po ti mitu war na hamon i PDM dong ente ko biko mano gindo po miti kole district
ko pieni apart anyway jariot yo lohere ero members me parliament me kole Dr. Samuel Opie Churi gin kede Judith Alie gin kede Peter Chenakar ngoge ongi biti no karchel kede Andrew Moses Awany
no alubar kero Opie Churi ko begin no ti wor gini ya chel kede won ko machone to ya gete bi balla ko ipi donc ya gina cha nyaare to bi no bere pe
okay one tikere kwat ne ye gino dok pe balle
yes
men again to word kere won kom ye gino pe bal e kom district council
so
teach you come to parliament oversight can ya dual is your biggest role the uno oversight ne ni chenda me okay the district council you need district o tiu kara chel kere as per the plan as per the plan me no tiu kere as per the plan or as per the plan activity to making uno sure ni teach work but interference I mean members me parliament for let work town ni pien gino be members me parliament the district council or the district chairperson or the city mayor when you're the municipal council mayor you're dancing to that tune. I know of some members of parliament I may be no kwana hapira mota
you bought district
yes
anyway
I know of some members of parliament I may kone kakao when you town clerk po me oge more
maybe any district road committee meeting
no not even road committee me do kampala kredit you jamu kene that is not fair
gin pe wolok pijo
no perekom
mero wait
pien gino tawa ne gino influencing ko bokao kere local so cow must dance to that tune. This is not fair.
Anyway,
this is not fair.
Mono nyeni bara agam ke kaneni no kenne. But gina perte Dr. Teng engineer Moses Teng ko ni chani enemy ni e kel not e kole district e kate ko bi kita don ko hoti keren i ko pe chamo chana e kole district. Ti jo ame otedere ye kwanyu chiene gi teme ya ticha gamene. Anu da ticha gamene po pe ni gam chen nani do e kate ko ni en kai chimi bi chimu district service commission ame ngweche choko pe kongi. That ko jo kan ko ner ko ni man ko chal wa na be da ko.
And I made a reserving comment. Truth be told. Port Petty District Service Commission or Kenny Lamkan, with a lot of due respect, Amoti Abera Law City Service Commission. PNM City Service Commission oberuke the massive recruitment. Kokopodonyo. Kokopodonyo. So,
okay, Kape. James Kape. You tell me the caliber of Frederick Waluyeni, you know me, Kennedy. I'm just asking myself. Just tell me.
No, and copy any will come service commission ni character. Ni dangi dana ma yerni gitie mortie. Ame pa nen because the chairperson of service commission is paid salary. Is paid salary. Something like 2 million per month by the central government. So, in the district, you can always not fail to identify one person. Ame ticket integrity, ame luoroba, ame da ticket gichie, ame da be retired civil servant. You will not fail to get.
No.
No, nuo dana me yinita amane influencing. Ame cha marokene ko be choya ngade, cha marokene ko be ameto ngade, cha marokene ko be promoting ngade, cha marokene ko be disciplining ngade. No, that is not how things are supposed to be done.
Anyway, anapoyo pi wanu yamdan karamaru district service commission chairperson wanu obedo engineer Domak. Karnasha jo teach even a bon chol. Pien unober ngata go nganga agichien dang woro integrity mere.
Ikaro kerotono to. Mebedo chair me service commission. Neno ngoti mere. You jo abon ko.
Yes.
So man peha me district chairperson so don ye bedo kame chimo ngato me gino town anytime mirigi. Yes. Kado chimo ko give them opportunity to serve.
Anyway, akulu Jillian aworo bino rumi nyimlwak amenu ponkunacha iwang ticha bunga ruma borge te poegin pi mi president Museveni kui pi mi yo NRM kui gun ko bi jone ni chani endo permit ginani jo pe wot ko pa dot borgi jo ka wot ko bi wana bino me penyi do lobo Kalau ma ngado timu gini gina chalo dong tela permit kai wor office chairman ko chairman wan mit don lo ni eto be wor dot wor ya ngado ntia ko bukiti so mona gina me Jilian akulo a wor ko be
oneno dan Lira City Council aworo yer Patrick Okwir maybe the speaker me Lira City Council congratulations to Council Patrick Okwir
odaha
ame odok eno nu Okwir ame rama pa eka Water Charles Opio lol honorable tinu Okwir ame rama beach eka invalid vote tibera chel
wow comme Kwira par Bichel
e comme Kwira para Bichel invalid vote tibera chel eka oneno meya da chimo jomere deputy mayor I worship Rebecca Alwedo Ogole enang odok achalaba deputy mayor for the second term eka oneno youth councillor Musa enang ukeremebe sector me community based services oneno joker honorable Geoffrey Bosco Ogwal mebedo sector me works and technical services oteneno joketu Judith Agero Kidi amechungu Utichamon ukeremebe sector me finance and administration eka monoti composing of their government eka oteneno Bena award en otiyere anopos maybe the deputy speaker oteneno woncom we come aneno Zena Polot but woncom community based services oneno woncom keno bedo Matt Jennifer Pio karchel kede Odomoch mono da ena bedo woncom Lira City Council award composing their kerdo government gioko artira Lawrence Segolo mioge kwenyakin okobegini wunungu yeru and you are to serve. You are to challenge the previous council. Amount you teacher tech. Okay? Menen in local revenue or for development. So I know challenging the Gukobuni Genda Duong, dan Gena Jalaba Gamente, Kachelke representative of the central government, Gena Duong, Ikom council Ameoke Richawanin. Ana metu no dawni wanango kene wax utikiri genda duong this very council of Lira City Council will work and perform. They only need to be supported, they only need to be guided where needed, eka they will deliver.
Anyway ngata dong chimu yom ya bedo Geoffrey Ogwal Bosco Geoffrey Bosco Ogwal PNN ya City West iguma raj ya duolera no en yorong ti arach ye en dong kon joka kanu Kano chima
no ena kon je City Council du
ena ko nen ke kano wana ko ba poknie gona wata ya
okay mono oneno award dan chairman LC5 Melira okero jano gamente mere ame okero vice chairperson obedo Jane Achola ame yai ba eno obedo vice chairperson me Lira district local government
tima me balancing mano
Agatha Kawi ni Jane Achola Pober mena yininga yuni. Okay, pober Jane Achola me yininga yuni. Okay, eka aneno kero Mara Boni, maybe the secretary me works and technical services, ame eno kero Mara Boni, karachel ke the female councillor ame ya Aromo, amo kero maybe secretary me community based services, mono akina jo okene ame okero. Eka dan aneno okero disole nupul wonega.
Ogina Isaac
Ojok Newton mo
Isaac Ojok complicated Ojok nu Isaac Ojok
anenango chime so mon that is the composition of kitame TMA award karachel kede kitame the next 5 years kitame gamente binunen karachel kede Ilira district no tini aworwa Morris Ogwalamara me molata binu ber karachel kede kuere karachel kede yero speaker kede ketu gamente mono yuame binu beratia Malta district local government headquarters kuna me obiru chano gamente oneno kop me chano gamente tia wot pange kitame a laptop work kede ape kede update maybe chairman at appropriate time will update us kitame chano gamente me a laptop obiru kede kar me wot kede yore Peter Ogwango kwi obinu kwongo ichia beach
mono me
dokhlo en obinu kwongo ko ichia beach dan medo chako teach atira chala ba won koma beach karachel kere keto gamente anyen kitame obino kitame chano gamente me local government ya word karachel kede oneno city east kere city west dusha worne da ber chano gene gamente ge Emmanuel bongo perro ber karachel kere ka da me chano gamente mero ko aworo oneno dan obero jodanga warning o tieko dong yero ko o pia amoya Maybe speaker me City West.
Pastor Tony pia mwanya.
Pastor Tony pia mwanya. Ene me obedo speaker. Awota adiera enolanya awota kene dang eno pia mwanya da bera awota enolanya awota kene luoni Ben. Ben pia mwanya olanye kede loki chichok kwira par eno pia mwanya no kwira pierio wiario eno tinunga para rio eka loka tinunga kwira ameramo a beach. So wodang en Emmanuel Bongo Perro pledging mekone kame don alo jati karchel. Okay? Jati karchel menene don alo belatie dang te kwayo corporation de komni en office merited wolo for both the councillors and the community. So permit a councillor ma ti karchel kerani kaginoti ame peni yang wore office ameya. Kaginoti ame yirita ne miero meya ti piri wore office ameya. Kaginoti nyo kwacho tede ni morti makinga tede no kele office ameya. Erda ko ni ene bero meya me pe bero ken mampishi. Bero meya me wore fil
meya.
Fil meya meneno don lobo. Monitoring don lobo kede winyu ko ka jo kede neno kitai en yi kinping erno ti karchel kede mono di Emmanuel Bongo Perro. Of course eno chimo ben maybe secretary my finance. Oneno da chimo deputy mayor mere obedo ngata ma oya iya musha. Matame ya chungi jo musha ward to the council City West obedo deputy mayor oeka oneno Pauline achola me obruwelo enango chime mebedo ran me community based services karchel kede ogwang bala obedo ran me tidiro kede pacha me City West.
Office gino tia bay.
So kita me jamo wor kede no eka City East dang jobedo kede kara me chimo gamente dit Dennis Peter Dul uchimo gamente mere I will be updating you kede kita me
uyam kona moga leon kangara.
Kwere no tia wena.
Again lak numero beda woro ninda para numero beda ninda para bongwen. Tiuli yon kopo yam ti local yan pen yang marach.
Okay.
Anyway, moga ke nen kire me bedo kubere uno.
Neno Uhuru me City East ena yo bedo speaker.
Uhuru Jimmy Abila.
Ena bedo speaker. Ena me bedo speaker me lera City East division.
Atamne speaker ginoti abe because Uhuru ti kere experience chake is Central Division. Tamu karna da Dr. Bedo councillor me City East atawni okay yera no dus podom ti abe chimu kede yera no dus warbe
okay corporate miero wor kwena me Chatwil right okay we wor kwena me Chatwil do kar chel kere ngame titwak pingo kene me Uganda Uru no yo yera yunga yero gima te mate loyo we will ko second sapa yes Nyakare da hawe streaming girmer.
Adu make obedience. Streaming in na one studio.
Genuti late.
One studio. Ini binuka streaming.
Yamma berotine. Okay. Jena chola mene me bar. Jodo tido ngatam ole o ker ko ma kwa na hanendo. Yang echi ko mon.
Gideon.
No ngutam ne mi ba River South down. No mi da mo enda dok chodo. Anda nge. Mona nge chill. Okay.
A better life. Omina. No, dokotimere. People tingo.
Dahan, aremo gurme titina mara me yaber ko bash.
Oh, sorry. No, di monye yatora.
Moye rangi yatora ento pena tia kwanya ko matwala.
Oh, sorry. Penya de meu gurme gate. Obedo kwan me namba achiel ne chang'are. Payne, joyie obedo Medical Farm Africa Limited. The National Drug Authority of Uganda oriere tikre Payne. Dok muore wuli chato jen Joshua Tino kera dongo Uganda. Tare Menda hata. Imagine this. You are paying for something simple, maybe fuel or lunch. And that seems why
Tora la kisera.
with your apps and
Oh.
credit card, every time you spend
Ya minera. La kisera beru nyaho depe.
Mana mina.
Minera.
Nyaho depe.
Kwero.
Remember, the gateway is on the card for you. Absa, your story matters. Absa Bank Uganda Limited, company registration 4227 is regulated by the Bank of
Hello?
Uganda. Customer
Awinyi ba?
protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of up to 10 million.
Nama ni borra ba?
Conditions apply. This promotion
Eyo.
runs from the 30th of April to the 30th of July 2026 and has been approved by the National Lotteries and
Aya, miringa ipa beru kunuba. Miringa inu pa beru kunuba. Ana nuate teaching ngata ngina ngata oroko bakana. Ngina ngata orocho. Ah. Peka nge. Kemi ange kita wegi komo woro kere. Peka nge. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ani yako. Ani yako. Tiene community based obedo do much. Jennifer works in finance. It's okay. Apoy.
Let's act now. This message is
Apoy.
brought to you by Uganda AIDS Commission, Office of the President.
No, we come with it. For me, I trust your brain. I trust your brain. Wuni mako chia kwena danu tia warra de choha wuni ye. Kwena da tia ba de po awunu. So, just So for me, I trust and I believe in that team. That team is a well-composed team. You should be able to solve. I believe you. No, you are going to work. You are going to work. Erne nunuka revenue wanga birre. Menun revenue wanga bit, and for me, I know when I'm again leakages gi warrior. Actually, gina chelo tubu wa time tubu wa ket go better make go do stop.
Nancy.
PM time chego ba.
Nancy.
It's okay, no
Nancy.
problem. Man pashe wa uno do chuko.
Yamatimi.
Exactly. That come down. Ngoi ko men ko patene no. Ba pe mi bedo kay lung kan pede bet kenen do lung tie tu rodo tika kan no. Kenen tu duong wa ke lung do chok. Yeah. Ko nen wora wato amedan men ngini pato. Okay. We ka go ichim ka ya I program. Take us back. Okay. Appoint my tech medu wichen. Appoint my tech medu wichen. When I check mecha to will. Of course, we can make correction on it. Imat Santa Angela, achua jome Lira City East A. Imat Santa Angela, achua jome Lira City East A. Of course, and then mobile won't come. Me finance planning and administration me Lira City Council. Okay, mono ame members mege obedo Imat Ross ongom gin karachel credit Charles Opiu olol. Kado win pa luoni honorable kade ne luoni mat by Mat Ross ongom che mono bedo mengo mono bedo nying me woro adit kene da luoni Mat Santa Ngela credo pa kero honorable pete ne adwo ho me pin ke win da luoni adit Charles Opiu olol yindo nge inu pa adwo me pin credo we honorable. So tieni won come finance planning and administration me Lira City Council be Mat Santa Ngela gin karchel ke members mege eka won come works and technical services be Mat Jennifer Opio Olejo eka won come community based services obedo domoch amen chungilwak me Lira City West C man City Council kita me ti karchel ke no kita ne na ko ke have a strong belief ni jonno bir ti chat tek da dog balo nyudang te loyo ko council me wano tie ko ni ne okay pien gino ti karchel ke gum ni jame teach ame mite me teach donc tie eka ga mente dang ya chakicha unu city utikito me chikege ke jamu ke tie me utia nga but now it's being streamlined, and for that the current team should be able to perform a bear the lawyer kita me wano utimu utiu kereko. Of course our weaknesses will be no correcting te me you better do a bear allow when no better gorwa eka, but also some a tool now being in second term no bino bedo or kere experience adwong apeme tuku no do kere experience jame moga me wana cha me no yampo ngeo ichawane do yini ngeo. So that team should be able to perform and perform exceedingly very well. Okay, eka Oyam district obino kwongu Adea Nelson Tinini. Okay, mo yam bino bedo Tinini. Now jote bedo pe ni man Jane Achola Monj Peba vice chairperson Lira district po bedo Jane Achola Omonj obedo Jane Achola amedang yae ba orwate ka rwarne Jane Achola Monj tieda ena bedo ngata mo nyomo ba eka atia tin nyako ken me ba kunu danga nye Jane Achola ene no bedo vice chairperson me Lira district local government, not our Jane Achola Monj pe mona minna ni eno ingeni ana bera kwa Jane Achola
kwa Jane Achola Monj pe ngeo
ana bera kwa
ari ngeni bedo Edgar Wano
Edgar ana bera kwa kumana kwa ne ba
mudong chao kene bedo tina jadon
Jane Achola ene no pidu Abdul George gin kere Elizabeth eka Elizabeth gin kere George Abdul ubele jadon
bedo
so ana bera kwa
bedo unywale itipu
so mono kere monono o weho abombalo chawa wewa ya waratira nonen jamu kere metia do nyitwa pingo kene. Of course kana tiko comme local government tieni i council you disagreeing disagreeing o weho do i council pekelo yo duchero te winyu radio kai ni beda council amaro kene mo ku nyen nyoy dok ngeni i council kunu you disagreeing. Okay, dango gamo dog de cha mo de you no come etu we ko don no hakunu ngwa will ti unity to you carry public trust. You are doing it on trust. So if you're doing it on public trust
ajeme wunna war ngwer gi nudung ti na ho
cha wana war ke penye ko yana wo did you know ne woro bera muna
I didn't know.
So
uno keke gona
we wura we
anati ko kom kanchilu un perang tu bara at this time itai dong karute tum kana bere me to da office
kartu bara ni
bara ti am do na khara
no they are concerned chincha a major passing budget amena ta kwa budget udong town clerk and the current team to implement gina me miu ochonyi bara cho apetie one ucholo me city council to electronic
emis
iras yes
ngomiu
city council to clear ni petiche ne moro right
very
monu cholo me city council and I started this in the presence of RCC in the presence of mayor, in the presence of town clerk, in the presence of CISO, and everybody. That was my statement. But now, I don't want to be seen to be interfering. Can it teach G?
maybe teach
No. Anta madote mungo.
But still, you can guide.
Wait, I should not interfere.
But you can guide.
Bobson,
Anyway.
you can only guide when they have seek your guidance.
You can comment. Anyway, one day company.
Let that team work.
Let them work. Kada ti juni ka nyama.
One note ikare wacha one note you kere aras mengo mejo chola gamente. But now they should be able to sit down with Boda Otiko now. Where is your challenge? Boda ko challenge ekadango the current leaders take and they agree.
Anyway,
it's a matter of sitting down in a meeting. One of the issues are going but I can assure you, Chukaduong Melira, you cannot not compare it to any Chukoroken in the entire country. One word we learned a lot from it, and now they're always coming here.
Anyway, man better oversight. Ginade Koboka Bear, Moyomi Company, Uchoro, Missity, your Kito Raka, the Mirai, Iras. Anyway,
okay, well, now, Ministry of Health, Tiame Omio guideline, pick up me bala. Otina metia da school, Tiame Ministry of Health, Omio schools, no me tia, me we hotino da school. Now, Katino tia da school, man better guidelines, the permanent secretary, Ministry of Health, man Dr. Diana Twine, Oberkerikar, Meka Tukede, me Kobone schools, Adotin tia Yaverni, this is what you are supposed to do, the SOPs. Okay, the SOPs, the standard operating procedures for schools. Na machel, tieni miere you should ensure ni gilwa kuching oberatie. Ame pi merka logo mier malworko. Okay, gilwa kuching mier betie. Ame dang mier betke the running water. Pe yini kete bucket ame dang binu luru kienti logo. No, mier bet by tap. Ame pi mere jola down to logo chien. Eka ka logo chien temolte eka mena mario o engi logo chingi miero beri idog gate me school at the gate na machiel miero beri dog school miero beri dog gate na mario miero beri dog classes miero beri ka kel kedi logo ching dan miero making sure ni dana don yi gate logo chien dana don yi classroom o logo chien dana don yo i dormitory da o logo dog chien dana me adon yi dining room da o logo chien dana me adonyo toilet mir lok chien kire dana me adonyo staff room mir lok chien so chimene gi logo ching mir bed ka gi logo duchu mona lo berka kel kede Dr. Diana
hadwa ko dong rom metwo rak ping
atwine now the covenant enforce mandatory hand washing for all learners staff and visitors upon entry and at regular intervals kakano du kira yini logo chi toilet e medo ni toilet amendo ke donyo staff room mir do lok chi do golame staff room ke do ni staff room ame do nyo mi lok chi e ke do ke wore dormitory de xate logu chi do ke do nyo xe dormitory do ke logu chi like that so kai to be word kire even if after every 2 minutes mi lok chi karachel kere chabun mona lo ber karachel kede guidelines amodonyu mena mario mienene temperature screening points oberatie is school entrance dog gate mironen temperature dano okay restrict entry for person with symptoms ame jo ame tikar kel kire anyut me bola mirpo me don yi okay mirpo me don yi now gino kana gina Dr. Koboni you should discourage motoking now man petika pe schools pe wandu chani motepe Chawani motemoro pepe motking at or pede hugging. Kwani sweetheart, kwani baby. Don't baby me. Imiro me ye bola don't baby me.
A man gina that imere iwo matu baby mara metiyo.
No.
Itebe the contact ban yang
don't baby me. Don't baby me. Okay? Pede is sharing your personal items. Kwani cherry kwani no sharing of personal items. So, one year can don't baby me, baby ni morra, baby ni kobi again, better than your doggy. Eri chawa ni tuotia me, a new tertie, you are riotio to Ilobo, Uganda. Eti Lobo Congo, when I met you, you mere bait, te da hatal, you make el pier deg dota. Now, kunu chok karachel ki the bunde bujo, chokar chel kere kasese so ame chimo ni yo ada do hoto e Kampala do yina me ya e Kampala no pe guda pe dai makia pe dai morra
na handa do
pe dai no so
what about you mar
pe da do tin dan tin pange so monongo ametia atimere no yore kere yore so we abon dong pien chawa peru tia be awor ni dok police dok tunga aneta bonga meti na kasero otema ko dok utoki Land Cruisers amenote pat at the compound chinkia po kwa toki no erna mando ko o ma hotoki no ko dok duchu o ter gi dok ko e police jo moro ta ko mando ti donga o katu karo ko ningo ara te ko anita among ti donga kato o mi among anita yer chono jo ni this is becoming too much pieno ti wona hature bukedia ti wona hature bukedia so I don't want to loki monongo ametie atimere no
gen pa interfering kede investigation
jo pete interfering onendang i officer dang worye dang obino kondoni ko worna officer ametie a parliament okay so mono karachel kede mono be jamame nuti atimere it work ping okay no of course neno ko boko ni Lavington Park chingchabet wanu bino be ye kede kwera dit meeting ikopo no ja tingu kede fireworks Arsenal gigi wo tumi fireworks ikopo no ja tingu kede fireworks in Lavington Park ja tingu kede kope tap kira cha chelo tiero fireworks ikomjo
Chel fireworks cha ngwen fireworks cha big fireworks
so Lavington Park fireworks bino be tie ame making sure ni ikopo no word kede fireworks o twang man yo wana jolo wuni beru wunu worwa o twak Chelsea wuni beru worwa o twak Everton ti wunu kede special seat kede twak Bournemouth wuni ti kede ka beru atikene you have a table you ke bela twak Bournemouth e bela twak Everton era twak man you binu wunu o twak Chelsea binu wunu twak Liverpool binu wunu wana chel adire tie ka megalo wa wana o twak ko dire megalo wa
mote pa bere tie pi bala to kire wana bere chel
o binu wunu wana chel okay
yes
binu wunu wana chel so mono ngo amenote atimere no it work ping okay me Uganda now Gerald said just how loco ni among misread Museveni as power and wealth consumer ni lonyo binu gumo wa mo petengeyo dang petengeyo ni man mier pay good o gente binu bala wiyo kom now away from that because of time don't care that camera mo kan when can a beach went in the Central Executive Committee of the National Resistance Movement binu beratie
medong nga makobendera
otawne among the items to be discussed come speaker and deputy speaker
impeachment pay
one pomeo eto otawne come speaker and deputy speaker tiye Peongoka Obino forcing Anita Mong to resign from being the first national vice chair female. Peongoka pa forcing and may resigning, but she's going to attend being the Alubon com me NRM. So iching chabit chohre me NRM caucus tie chabor.
Pian bolo kuidong teaching chabit yen.
So eka otamani the Central Executive Committee won't come NRM you were ka gota Museveni ena me binu lokere members me the NRM caucus make le nyimgi nga me binu be speaker ke deputy speaker nga me gin mier woto twa binu be tie mono the Central Executive Committee of NRM binu be ping mount ya kwa ni omie wore interface ke the Central Executive Committee me NRM a painting yini better NRM
yini better DP da have anyway ni dango ko ni better
now the Secretary General me NRM Adit Richard Todwong Okobema oni we can consider you in other areas
but not here
ni oromo mi teach kagi mago kene Robert your minister nyongongo dang te ko ni ADP they have a cooperation agreement amegiro to lobo dang potia whatever a UPC gino to tikere UPC eto agreement pe
wagala man wala ga
monungo ameno kobo which are to do ko ni anything to carachel ke UPC et agreement pe enda ko ni o ti ne no gini FDC carachel ke PFF ke parti so ke na me nyen na me tigini parliament ilebe iPod ni obino rata gini iPod. Did you know ni speculation tia donyo in the corridors of power ni Nathan Nandala Mafabi might be minister of finance?
No le kawang the money is you. Mateka saja.
Anyway, in the corridors of power ni in the corporation FDC tia willing to let Nandala Mafabi bed minister Melim.
Agini corporation piertekar. Ngoge operation wani bedi corporation Kenya Germany timere. Chani na hapata Raila Odinga medong utie ODM dan tia donyi corporation kede UDA. So corporation teka tiepi dong Uganda. Pehmor pe.
So
mono wehamor me choko gamete.
Mono beri jam wehamor me choko gamete.
Beretie.
So nga me yini miri dong o ke.
Nup dong gin ber me choko gamete.
Nup ukero. Now, your member Saga, before you here, ko begin Paul Muir, right?
Paul Muir.
Ni premier bed
chung me bed speaker.
Premier. So, nga biri ke leader for position.
No dong Bobby Wine.
Babe, Pien Boy Wine out of the country.
Vice Alobe.
Better nga.
Dahani me West Nile nye wila kaya.
Yo. And then biri ke leader for position. And then mir ke.
Ya guidance Bobby Wine. Ya guidance Bobby Wine nyo Robert Center mu chagulanyi.
Pienena na ye we high office. So, and then maybe no chimo. Jo mere.
Work time check?
Work time check, we could work down. What is summarizing go no na kilo me check jo. At Lavington Park TH in Chabet. Fireworks, personal funds.
9 a.m. The time check on 94.3 QFM is brought to you by
One to yeah. No worries.
Pineapple, green apple, onion, orange, yum, nichola, but you know Erica in Mirinda.
Mirinda, smart. Use this tradition.
Karemo kuruga chuma huko pacha pete yeni wore doctage. Get plain hate capsules. Itino huko doctage. Plain hate capsule. Diupo ratete kamera huko nyiko ya remo kurunge. Plain hate capsule is a triple combination of medicines. Ametiwe lunyiko marembara areme kurunge areme kom la karem.
Timor Borgam.
Chào. Em đúng là cái này.
Where are ole. Tie. Oh yeah, kero mit dang kem. Gime Lavington, me no ti worki. Okay, apoy matay medo wicheni kwena chichek me chato wil da ke hawari yo yunge chawa degmo dikumeni atini of course welewa tie. Okay, utika chel kede wele ame bino bela tie dikumeni atini but yina meti yo hokano ngeni the Lavington Park ching Chabit bino bela tie fireworks goch life band bino bela tie no astronaut tingi kopo mala astronaut tingi kopo tap fireworks come job. Now, where are champions? Where are Jotero kopo bela tie? Ateta warne joneno how much Joti celebration enter and video PSG. Utukuti yigi yom Jotia ngwecha woro in North London joduchuti around Emirates Stadium ateta doko mahachalere tido kange yukita bi PSG tuku kede pero tange yume
PSG dang tange yukita gin tuku kede
endo pero tidange yume Crystal Palace piendo tichiro tumuko so jonene tete analysis ikoma aturo kitame PSG tuku kara chel kede onene Karchel kera sister o ka Gabriel Enz kero to celebrate. O kwanya sister net bi beru kero ko bi miro konen video jone ko team analysis. Konen kita me jone tuku Karchel kere. Now, Arsenal tuku Guillermo Lone Max Dorman will be the youngest player ever
to win the Premier League.
Kere mo ha para bi kere ne o mi kele Pierre Biru bi beat e Chabe.
No to record a ria popat. But the youngest English player to score the Premier League, I'm auto record, and the youngest player to lift trophy.
He's also the youngest player ever to reach the Champions League final. will also be the youngest player to win the Champions League.
Umar le corner.
A war cha mo do school jo tuni line.
Komendo ka wa del ka gene jo tuni line kan ko ja.
So kele mono no wana to ya ko. Era me wan popo ya. Ame you ni fireworks a be Lavington. Ke go ya ko gina ma ko bi go ya no ko. Mono were champions. Mono were jo bino actually in Lavington Park. Could you know win bino nuongo? O jola twag man you bino woni kiu jamewa. Okay, kele mono waro ko ni bye ba me polo me ogom. Ruat ko dog dikini.
Ai.
Bye.
You're Lavington, me chào, chưa ngày về đi cả. Bố bay Lavington, me chào.
Yo ko ki wado yo.
Quay thì cũng.
Tumo ko.
Wale jani jo ko kile cha kushoa cha yes. Ole do ye.
Er nga ko kopo. Guarda no che kana. YouTube ta pare.
So gini anu anu ke TV mic.
Finka Uganda, Joamene Tiji with the Bank of Uganda, China Customer Broker Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda, now $1 million apart. You man be teach, Alubere Chikere, Insurance Mepur, Umite Uganda Agriculture Insurance Scheme, UAIS, Manu Danju, Alubere Chikere.
I thought you said green. Huh? Come here, Daddy.
Jana dek ana we. 3 days plus me. Aki, the cocoa, how are we going to? We can't come in on. Based on your view,
And view na kape. View na kape. View na komanda kwa nye white yo dudo.
So can you bet that I may be the angle? Yes, I did. Angle. So, come on, you're ready for adjusting for him. Man, I'm getting for a drone. I'll join again. So I walk a little for them, but you guys have.
So, ginanda ti mapia sa laki be. Wahanda kanu. Minu tele mic tadi. Wahanda kwany sound ni komufa.
Pea bocho lo pire.
Jadi ana dite.
MTN. Banka duong me Uganda. Ena me ng'iyo ticha MTN momo.
Danuti Apple, Kono Tech, Entoke Kuvu 7 up tena chair. Super duper refresher. Jemi dujute loke oko. Mikale munja. Meat, niche, bear, 7 up, super duper refresher. Anatia yihere, no worry studio. Entu chawa ni ukuni chawa mimi. Colgate, Nature Face. Utunuku Elira City, weekend eni. Bewi mpira winya. Ibeta kume. Wanotie kere jema pol amauti mitumi ubori. Kijo oti, wekinda onen. Kitame Colgate pat. Amejo yiho. Kiwi jemi melobo. Ameyin kijo oti bonyo. Mapudong be loyo. Warwate kunu.
Nyermi jari on shari mic. Kudam te bed kere nani. Pada lawe.
Alanya chol chukul pisi kede Airtel money when in mulkare melanyo modman jomi achel lanyo chabit naka dede dano achel di star achel aboro abi star abishel ach unyoti kede Airtel app chua me tiu kede Airtel app ti kum akunga lo me lanyo motman biashara mo kikena me tiu mi kare me lanyo motman tap e woma kede Airtel money meo yu gene kanoro kiken Airtel money ti ite bank me Uganda National Lotteries kede Gaming Regulatory Board oye promotion man lo check kede yu Aratia you be my babe in studio. Endo kombiri dong. Chawa ma meji. You me Colgate Nature's Fest. Ochoro oi kabiruni. Weekend ending. Pay with mera wile pire. Bine bed my tia inki gumi. Wateke me pigi tego pire. Keljo oti weng. Wakunen pingo. Take Colgate mapapat. Maki yoki with Jimmy Milo. Obe mio inki jo oti. Why ma put bella. Warate kunu.
Kapeti yuke de momo. Wo bida teki. Nungu chene mala ha bida teki.
Itu era lo kachene nani?
Ija ba ko dogi pichene ni.
Conductor balancer.
Dogi karo kene tuero dang polo kwa me pengeo. Dang doctor we yokogu.
Ineno chene na chuta biju porukane.
Kere kom jamini endusho. Ti kere mo app on your day star chela bishara be star deck hash. Picho looking noro kiken. Kan noro kiken. Eka de no mita tiken. Tuta biju kere pe ambo chulo pire. Itikere te home bira bo abarwi. Ono te ha MTN mo. MTN. Banka Dume Uganda. Ena mengio ticha MTN Momo Uganda Limited.
Jack gin mo manyen, gin mo magonyo kom, gin mo mapenero yele ki noi noi. La kero fuo ki le me, dak tie ki flavor me malt. Chila de da opong ki jimi magbeju. Mi te tie mi a gel, eko mi a gel. Dak pe ki koi ie. Tem, non moje, wini te kare ki kare. Mat inge mato, gup inge gupo. Bien pobe lako galwan. Why now me noi?
Jackie Kin Maku, ki ever best malt pineapple, mangwe ye kuwa deda, te meat palime, matiki flavor me malt, mete te mia, dok peri ki koye, ye nonge duka when your supermarket machokwini, ever best malt, we chow wing, open chow man noi, ever best malt, do me Pepsi Cola Uganda, aye yubo.
Marilyn mujo wao boy mate. Urama TV ujo wao wo. Urama TV ujo wao wo. Umarale wa yire.
Abotu unameti winyu radio radio program me yiretuolo. The program me yiretuolo beru wele ame le unutam kedgi apapa tinini dada kede wele me papa tertie. So chawa adek na chawa beach ando dedicating me mi unongo ngech da ngech ame pola kare kado pe winyo radio kiu no dom pe beru kare me winyo disha the chawa ni studio tilong kede wele ame yin bino lokedu ele yitam kedu tikere team amoya ite dula dit ame kalu nya geni yuda bere yom kita menu ko kadison dul menema nema tie studio National Environment Management Authority again ni kai bunyu nyinge nema apenda robino ko wiara wela ni portfolio so we kan pa dura anabera go wele tikere chawa ni medong jolo gioko studio aka wanaricha ku leitam katie nuo tie apenyo mana harek oba chwe loboni ilo bani amemir penyu kedenema ni nomer dongen ageni chawa bilie chapi chawa ni na chawa beach obiru la hole pol kitoro program wa uringa pola kare bedo 11 pasho bedo 11 lao bedo 11 luo ero tidini obedo kare me loloho ananok so ye kong dong ame perra lo ka cha kere ngutu amin ameti studio ajole studio na radio here ko fango okay itia be can you take about win radio ando atenge handling jona okay no kere pan kai mit lokele mono mit lokele le pasio ando ayo ko le ba yiniero Lemono. Okay. Producer Nadia Koni made one.
Good morning, listeners.
Okay.
My name is Monica Hangom. I work with the National Environment Management Authority. I'm a senior environment inspector in charge chemical safety.
Okay.
Glad to be here today.
Right. Like I mentioned, we will be using more than one language. Traditionally, this show is always in the local language, in Leblon, to be very specific. But I think because we are having a special day, we'll allow to mix at least 2 or 3 languages. I don't know which one will be the third. The third. But I'm sure of Leblon, I am sure of English. The other one, my brothers will tell me. My brother, you're welcome to the studio of Radio Q and then Oroma TV. Oroma TV is viewed globally, Radio Q within our signal coverage area. So you can introduce yourself, let us know you and what you do.
Yeah, thank you so much to be hosted here, QFM. Good morning, viewers and listeners. I'm called Wilbert Ikila. I work with NEMA, Manage Environment Education and Advocacy.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. That is Wilbert. Then finally, this one should be the usual suspect because I'm told he's always within this area. You can introduce yourself, your name, and what you do in NEMA.
Yes, good morning. My name is Isaac Tom Okurut. I'm the acting regional manager. I sit in Lira. This is where I'm based.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. If you've just joined us and maybe you only understand the borrowed language, that is English, we are happy from NEMA today. I hope it's not going to be the last. It should be. And then we do it more and more and more, over and over again. So my name is Paul Odom, and I'm happy to be your host this morning, as always, between 9 to 11 a.m. So we'll be talking about NEMA. This is about NEMA. And I mentioned in the local language that if there is that one question you've been wishing to ask NEMA, then the opportunity is today. And I am going straight away and give the first question, I don't know to who, to just tell us about NEMA. You know, these are my friends now. Wilbert is giving me a signal. You know, these football supporters, when they signal, they will say the player is not doing very well. So I was saying, who is going to answer my first question about NEMA? You just tell us generally NEMA, because sometimes when we hear NEMA and I'm cultivating in the wetland, I feel like running and hiding. So today I want you to give me maybe a different picture or exactly what I'm expecting, that if I hear NEMA, I should run for my life. So tell us about NEMA in general.
Thank you so much. Actually, the perception should not be negative about NEMA. NEMA, it's an abbreviation that is National Environment Management Authority. By law, we are a principal agency.
Principal.
Yes,
I'm underlining the word principal.
Yes, we are a principal agency that is mandated to coordinate, to monitor, to supervise, and regulate all activities related to environment management in the country. We deliver this mandate through by working with the partners, and these partners are called the lead agencies. Now, when I say lead agencies, here I mean these are organizations that are mandated by law to handle certain segments of the environment. And when I say segments of the environment, some areas, some components of the environment, I can give an example. For example, Uganda Wildlife Authority is a lead agency that works with the NEMA.
Okay.
Now, the role is looking at wildlife conservation. Now, we as NEMA, we deliver our mandate through working with that's one of the lead agencies. We have other lead agencies. For example, the local governments. The local governments are lead agencies because the law provides that they are supposed to manage environment and natural resources in their areas of jurisdiction in trust of the people of Uganda. That means in trust of the people of Uganda. That's what the law says. Now that means that whatever is happening in the districts or in the urban councils, the town councils, the municipalities, they are doing it, conserve the environment in trust of the people of this country. And that is local governments are lead agencies that work with us to ensure that we conserve the environment. We also have the, say for example, the Ministry of Water and Environment. It is a lead agency. Ministry of Water and Environment, by the way, manages wetlands in the country. People know when they see NEMA, actually when they see a wetland, they call a wetland NEMA. That is not right.
Yeah.
When you see wetland management is under the docket of the Ministry of Water and Environment, but also water itself, water resource management is within the docket of the Ministry of Water and Environment. So we work with them formally before NFA was annexed, before the RAPEX. NFA was managing forests in this country.
True.
So it was a lead agency there. But even now, even when they are still annexed to the Ministry of Water and Environment, NFA is still managing forests. It is like a department, but still managing what? Forests. Now, those are some of the examples of lead agencies. So NEMA delivers, it is mandated through working with the lead agencies. So we do a lot of partnerships. We do coordination with those lead agencies, but we monitor, supervise, and regulate. Regulation here looks at now where we are enforcing aspects of the law, where we also look at supporting. We provide compliance assistance to the various entities, the various partners. We provide it at different levels where they need support. So basically, that's just an highlight of what NEMA is. But one thing that I want to make clear here is that NEMA, people should not have a negative perception of NEMA, because NEMA does not work in isolation. We work with all other partners and entities for the betterment of the environment in this country. We do not come, say for example, I know where people are coming from, they have a perception of enforcement, but enforcement is actually one of the last things we can ever think of doing. We first engage. There are processes and procedures that are followed in the law before enforcement is done. Enforcement is the last component, and we normally don't prefer to go enforcement before we engage. So we do engagement, awareness, creation, compliance support. Where such things fail, that is when now
enforcement comes in.
Exactly. So I think that's just a brief highlight of NEMA.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. We will not have time to translate everything, but I'll try to give a summary of what you talked about. So win radio, kwa itutual inameti winyo radio Q, kira bongwen gwen, kira toner dek, kira jo ametema nenwa Roma TV online, YouTube, jolu tutual. Wan pora medeko bne kano tia penyor no, amanaha, ochuelo bobani, imiru penyo kira nema, ni numeren. Eto aloho kere omina amobedo Wilbert Ikilai, enobedo manager me environment education and advocacy. Komponyo jo, ikopa me kwa hoka bere morumuwa, me enbedo enyam kine office duonga meti Kampala. Ene na momi wa kongi malu ni unge wa me nema bedo. Eno kodi man bedo dulagamente, ame okeru kome lepti kiko kome, tigia pertek, obervena ni mano, ugo hoka bere morumuwa, ginortia moko lemon mara koni in trust komda kere genan kere geni yin ne ginwa timo gina ber mego ko kabena morumu wa tebedo gina me konyo wa mir ko chake konya te konyo tinona te konyi kwai wa ame abira nyim da dogin pe utiu kengi utikere dulo kana me gino uteno pot kedgi ukubere kere dulo kana mena ne tigini uchobere eka otene ni kabeda marumo wa gwaho omi apore ni kautu ni komele yikir jami metim dulme uwa ame wana ngeo ni Uganda Wildlife Authority kani ngole kam dini kani neno uwa nutia tito kani liye tia yelugu eto uwa nutia yeleket gi waya mogo nutia mokero manu beru gina chel ame gino timo nutu kubere kere dulo kana me government da okero mena ni mano yubi eno chobere kakare eno kana me anadok ma dok kere wur na government metadero kono pango ka local council achel da tiye ento local government metadero dangina miruti kakargi mena ni mano kabeda morumo wa ogwa hobeda ber me peo balo ento miruti kobi kombung man National Forest Authority uninge uni NFA chon gino chung weekend gi eka doko de kwany gi ko te yunga te doko gi te ministry gindo beri chani bala department ora metite ministry ento portulo gini kop mebung ginan konyo nema tenu pot kere nema mena ni mano ogwa gini kabeda morumo wa so ente ko bi malu ni chamar ka wanu winyo nying nema ungeni riemer do chahar ko mwech apua ni tu eto en ko ni ticha nema po ber riemer kere jo unyomak jo mena machel o leo kong tam eka te mi nge jema tutut ngwa mir yini tim ngwa mir ana tim ngwa mir nema tim eka ichenere eka te puonyo jo ha puonya te mi puonj kong te romugu kade dokti nge chor me miru mi chala kwenya kin dokte mi da kwenya kin ana do tu ni riemer ni no da otemo gini tutwal ame manro no bedo enforcement imalu ngwa minwa Wilbert Ikilai uko bueno alubari kere teacher nema so yina meti hokana gini malu do ngeo ko area metini ni wan lo ye en kopa nema no ena wan lo ye ento apati manda da ho lo ginara chela pertek amenu kelo joni lirakan ata mini without even selecting who is going to answer this question. We are hearing things to do with hazardous chemicals that are dangerous to us. You guys are doing a campaign, you are doing awareness, you're moving everywhere. What is it between NEMA and chemicals? I don't know who is the right person to explain that. Is that Isaac? Okay, Isaac, tell us about the hazardous chemicals and why the campaign is getting so serious. And I think it's the reason why all the NEMA guys are in Lira and the neighboring districts.
Yes, thank you. Actually, currently, as we speak, there is an ongoing workshop which has been going on from yesterday up to today. It's part of the stakeholders who are attending it.
Was it by invitation or anybody can get crushed?
It was by invitation.
By invitation.
Yes, we want to send a message. You know, NEMA, the office is in Lira for Northern Region, but we're in charge of the whole Northern Region, not Lira only. So the stakeholders are from very many districts within the Northern, are from also businesses within Lira and beyond. We have these are the industries. We have from the universities, so all these people are there. And what is taking them there, what has compelled us to invite them is that NEMA now realizes the importance of educating the community about chemicals, because as development goes on in Uganda, but specifically in the Northern Region, especially given the post-war context, now there is a lot of development taking place. Industries are coming up. People are opening up land to grow their crops, agriculture. And therefore, there are many chemicals involved. You want to spray in your gardens, the tomatoes, you want to spray the weeds. And in the industries, you want to produce more. So you're bringing in more chemicals. These people who do oil milling, they use some chemicals to extract the oil and so on. So NEMA is saying, no, we need to regulate you to protect the community, to protect your workers, and to also meet the standards internationally. So part of the campaign is to popularize a regulation that came into play in 2024. It's called the National Environment Management Regulations on Hazardous Chemicals and Products Containing Hazardous Chemicals. So basically, this regulation is Desi is regulating. Of course, that is a repetition. Of course, is keeping in check, keeping in check all those people who are importing, who are handling, who are transporting, and who are disposing of these chemicals here.
Okay.
Because the consequences on human health and the environment are very big. Because of the cancers, because these chemicals are ending up in the waters and we are drinking, or ending up in our gardens and we are holding them anyhow. So NEMA is recognizing this threat and is saying we need to educate our people to protect them and to really take the country in a strategic direction. Thank you.
All right. Mano kariske de mano. Ako bana neni pe agonyo jami dishu. Ana mi ka summary. Ageni yote winyre dang lauda doria kate ha. Lemonda no jotia nge yerta ma tata morono. Ameti gotu tupe. Minyote pingi dog mualo amola tar. Mir ko winyi malo. Sobolo ame nema dia ko dodoma ne sobolo ni notia ko bongo. Ami ka summary eka ichenere utedo chakule yuta mero le yuta mdong wano ti mabedu katogo kadi ni penyi levla no bera kadi penyi lemono no bera pedo no beru kare kare megonyo jami disu wa ti kadi chawa metieni yora ber so omina amobedo Isaac Tom ukurut indo kai ngeo nyinga ukurut nyinga no bera jona do ngati chani wan podo poko bu manu ko bi yonge kai cha medong show manatum eren ko ni mano workshop nyo kwanoro nami yo ngej Yama war nyim lira kan daw kelo dula papat ame ticha megin tiu no gudu nema kitoro gina anema temo dang no gudu gi alobere kede dokti ginyo dok biacara ame gino tia matemo enomio ichani jome temo biacara charwila papat ka puonyere adon universities dang tie kede wele moga mo luwa gine na metia mabedi puonyere ametia ma war nyimi ento apirte kerwok leb la me chemical da de pe kada ha yo buwira ko ni awelo chemical gine da chemical so wandu do ngo be ngo mo be chemical so ente ko ni kadon alo butia ma wora nyima pati chemical me mon keru wigini eti chemical me ya chala dogi me don alo ka unity pour ni ame nudo bero pour me biachara commercial agriculture nuti je mo ga yinde tiyo kede karo bero jama mi ni kiro kere porni no meneni gina pirni odoni yam ekata nyaka ber no yini tiyo kere chemical eto chemical da duki mer moro bedo tie erne ni gina pirati abobolo no ikomwa ramo bedo kere duki moro eno mi nema ka otembia chara tema otikelo en jamino eno kate otikelo gini jamino gin woti neno mekonyo wa ngeyo mena ber kede mena menu petia ber kede kadong chuma factories tia bino factory no da gin ngolo jami mogo ngolo gini yiro ngolo gini jami moga me bino eno kene kado mol te tuni pi teber jami awudoi ko hota ya kwa ye icha marwan neno ka jama me wana kwanyi line me factory e ka tero ko ichub eto ngwa menu en factory nyo chuma no tia mangolo no tia racho twal ikomber berwa wana charo luak amenu ubao kerwailo bukan temi ya por ya me bio mo como de ka me wan to chela banjela no mi roke ento jema me otimo kere me mi mo no wate oho ko pere pat kemi ko za me no tia tike no tia ruta ame kapo ma yora ber kelo baldo hikom dano dong ente ko ni mana adong perte kere wok cha moro ka dong ko pe kemi ko binu inuoni jo cha ko pe tuwe enado lita attack to ala mera tia kwanyo kwa jo wai tipir ber ko me cancer so kai wini kana chemical ti ye miri mak yora ber kapio mahaber en tuwe moga medan kwanyo ko wa ko aling yalo cancer gini te binu ko do ngel ko ni uber chao me wane pi karachel peni nu kado mutia binu me lokedi eka te ko ni chik ko bria man mir lob ginu nyo penu tia de gedaga ero tia tam ni ber tie biachara wornyim eto kuodang pe bed gina me no tia modio ko pien no wano ti mitu ka biachara so many malo mo meno kobo ata me wori check ko kwany weo let's go for a short commercial break when we come back
then we'll get the last few questions. Before we open the lines for you to interact with us, ask Nema any question, even if it is within our discussion area or not. Just fire the questions to Nema because they are here. There are 3 and I am alone. They can answer all the questions. Short commercial break and we'll be back.
Vimba kireka bode pro smartphone. Man stress sore ken paye. Bin ke lipiara boro. Achalo deposit. Ida chulo eno ken mo. Chuli wel malare. Tuta chel. Nino. Tuta biro. Chabit. Onyu pidwera bichel dushu. Nung mbis mia chel. Nino. Kay chula megi. Pidwera bichel. Nung kabode pro. Team. Iduha MTN nore ken ati chok kedi. MTN. Together, our network is unstoppable. MTN. Jamena kotigu be Uganda Communications Commission. Pay me customer ni medo kede yini nel chan piti kede jami komo pika gora. Yer ka jami komo pika meo ya RNZ. Chahere yo pira chine medo kede brake pad. Jami komo pika meo ya RNZ bero jama teka kena ngola kede balle. Okel bore bero jea nail industry limited. Wore temi yo wada nikika no kika na yo charo jami komo pika ya unyo gare jiro kikena te Uganda. Anatia yihere, me wori studio. Eto chawa ni ubiri chawa megi. Yup me Colgate Nature Face. Utunuko Elira City. I weekend eni. Pe win pera winya. Pin ibeta kume. Wano kede jema pol amauti mitumi ubori. Kiljo oti. Weginda onen. Kita me Colgate a pat. Ame jo yiho. Kiwit jemi melobo. Ame win kijo oti bonyo. Mapudong be loyo. Warwate kunu.
Hey, niyo juhi kede chim smartphone na nyino nyo Tecno Pop 20. Iru kede betra me ri. Wanki umere dita me 10 inches. Bichel point abira bi. Apua kede pi te bano. Tia bear my chel. Kaiti lo kede. The WhatsApp. Medo kede video. Kede jemo kede duchu. Tia bear my chel. Chol ka chile intrumia mia chel kede bongwen. Achalo chol maku kong. Eka ede chol ena modongcha. Momod. Idu rabichel. Kede take now. Mumere tin. Idu hamorka kena me charo chim Tecno. Unyo doha me MTN na me tichok kede. Eka ite yumu yi kede jibia chel me MTN data. Me nono. Due. Pidu rabichel. MTN. Kauti ukara chel. Pe otro joku lai me chimwa. Uganda Communications Commission. Ena me ngiu ticha MTN.
Mega cara, did you? Kikara chingi kom jami wing makela laka iko mamegba. Gitu kichabun makiloni White Star Magic. Maweka wan maberu lenge cara, did you? Amara kachil kichabun makiloni White Star Magic.
Chabun White Star Magic Premium TP dano mai maro dano mapigi tek ipo mamegi ngoje meat u dak wako jomi tuju maleng Chabun White Star what dak yum michi kara tuju mai tiu kere loko ba yot dak meat kai tiu ki Chabun makiloni White Star Magic
Chabun White Star Magic kaburu bere chabuna nyen ame loko jemna pol ame company me Bitcoin ame yobo Chabun man mero chinga yuma mwanya anapal chwinyi maukri jami kuoni Well Chabun White Star Magic ido amaroka ken kunyi supermarket ame chokiri Eka ite winyo chili komi roma malo pini nino
Kapeti yo kede momo kwa beda teki nungu chene malo ha beda teki
Itwere lo kachene nani?
Ichako bako dogi pi chene ni
Conductor balancer.
Dogi karo kene tuwero dang porro kwa mepe ingeo Dang doktor ruenyo kogu
Ineno chene na tuta biju porukane
Kere kom jamini endushu Ti kere momo app onyo di star chela bishela beach star deck hash Bicho logi noro kiken Kan noro kiken Eka ite nungo mita tikere tuta biju kere penya bocho lo pire Iti kere teho me bira boa barwi Mono teha MTN momo MTN Banka duong me Uganda Ena me ngiyo ticha MTN momo Uganda Limited
Heri neno. Ahiri kai geng ma chako jo gur tukul je bin pito ila tangwe. Du go me duwe bwar ko mare. Ngwe do atire British Hygiene Care. We ko binu weje to ila tupoko. British Hygiene Care tukele tuan maroka chest pulemchi. Amel liters tutumia park ne tutumia bi. Na me wa jami bailo ducho to kiro kakare bine kur. Lare bodia money promotion na me chete me wa to ila tukule jakatele kele pete longi welo barrier. Me de gero dry box toilet welo yorata. Jone kiro atpirwe nyube. Nyenye tuolo lolo liki ducha uche kiri yena riamo yoko ya kiri yena me riamo ngeri porro yena loy wilo bachalo terminator men neko bi square meters mia cheltwal
Binda do ete wili boro British Hygiene Care korati kede pi koma kadi ching yengo gin chaga mobile toilet uporo wa dang pay level la mala pay poro wa jokene waro yugi do bero tichwa chona kai kede yugi pede tampi jokene tamkapi British Hygiene Care
go Jimmy British Hygiene Care
inamba nota bira bora rio nora bira mena bicha deka bichel unyo
nota bira rio bora biro rio nora rio jo wili British Hygiene Care
chako mata ngichi government oku.
Ti mato kene, amekwanyo ruopi, tieno kene, amemini ker metimo jeme pol. Monte tiu, mabiro matore kenata. Obiro lumo, mekwanyo geng, dok timu jeme maura. Akari kati ngwech idilek. Unyete tukudilu, kere wore ni, kani maro mit pale munja. Enne kene gin maimiro. No Mountain Dew, angich tin.
Kapeti ukere momo, kuo bida teki. Nungu chene malo ha bida teki.
Itwere lo kachene nani?
Ichako bako dogi pi chene ni.
Conductor balancer.
Dogi karo kene tuwero dang porro kwa mepe ingeo. Dang dok tuwero ruenyo kogu.
Ineno chene na chuta biju porro kane?
Gere kom jamini endushu. Ti kere momo app onyo di star chela bi star deck hash. Picholo ginoro kiken, kanoro kiken. Eka ite nungo mita tikere tuta biju kere pe abo cholo pire. Itikere teho me bira bo abarwi. Mono teha MTN momo. MTN. Banka duong me Uganda. Ena me ngiyo ticha MTN Momo Uganda Limited.
Fortune Spaghetti, a product of Bitco Uganda Limited, makes healthy and tasty meals with all types of sauces. Fortune Spaghetti is low in fat and a good source of energy. Fortune Spaghetti is affordable and has a long shelf life. It is easy to cook and has many health benefits. Fortune Spaghetti is available in 250 grams and 450 grams pack in your nearby shop. Available in all shops and supermarkets near you.
Abaye, today we put this debate to bed once and for all.
Asano yesinga.
Katochikola. Embozi Asano ne mani tujesonyiwere dala. What's better with football? Bear over the boys?
Giving on goal.
Of course, goals before guys. Where is the football better? At home or away?
What advantage of Jimanyi Gwe?
Why could Timbe Gaga Day? What league is better?
Football.
Champions League. Tell me, what goes down better with football?
Nyanyambisi.
Pepsi. Ice cold Pepsi. Football is better with Pepsi. Pepsi. Thirsty for more.
Enyo juhi kere chim smartphone na nyino nyo Tecno Pop 20. Biru kere betra me ri waki umere dita me 10 inches bichel point abira bi. Apua kere pi te bano. Tia bear me chel kaiti lo kere do WhatsApp me do kere video kere jemo kere duchu tia bear me chel. Chol ka chile intrumium nya chel kere bongwen achala chol maku kong e kaire chol ena modongcha momod idura bichel kere take now. Mo mere tin ni do hamor ka kena me charo chim Tecno nyo do hama MTN na me ticho kere. Eka ita yumu yi kere jibia chel me MTN data me nono duidwe pidwara bichel MTN kauti ukara chel pe otoro jokule me chimwa Uganda Communications Commission ena me nyuti cha MTN.
Kapeti ukere momo kuo bida teki. Nungu chene malo ha bida teki.
Itwere lo kachene nani?
Ichako bako dogi pi chene ni.
Conductor balancer.
Dogi karo kene tuwero dang porro kwa mepe ingeo. Dang dok tuwero ruenyo kogu.
Ineno chene na chuta biju porro kane?
Gere kom jamini endushu. Ti kere momo app onyo di star chela bi star deck hash. Picholo ginoro kiken, kanoro kiken. Eka ite nungo mita tikere tuta biju kere pe abo cholo pire. Itikere teho me bira bo abarwi. Mono teha MTN momo. MTN. Banka duong me Uganda. Ena me ngiyo ticha MTN Momo Uganda Limited.
Starting out as a female in a male-dominated field was not easy. BioLink started from a conversation that I had with a friend about getting skills that can get us employed. During the KCB Foundation Twekozese program, I did not only gain plumbing skills, I also gained business knowledge, and that gave me confidence to make these plumbing skills and continue to do it as a business. BioLink is a business that offers plumbing services and also waste management. The first tools that we used were provided through the Twekozese program. So this helped us to start off immediately. And then beyond that, KCB has helped or supported us through financing tailored to us. This has helped us to grow and expand and also take up more opportunities. We started banking with KCB Bank in 2022, and it was a natural choice since the bank was already supporting us. So for businesses like us, Flame bridges the gap between potential and progress, building on the foundation that has already been set by the Twekozese program. For every woman out there with a dream, start where you are. The journey may not be easy, but with the right support and determination, it is possible. Take advantages of the opportunities, build your skill. With the right support, what starts as a skill can grow into a thriving business.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Yiri tolo, mera yiri tolo. Yiri tolo, oh, yiri tolo. Marile mujo wa boy mate. Urama TV ujo wa wo.
Okay, apo itfal medugo chendi wechi check ameno worye dang mo bedo weo medang no breakfast ye no ti karaj kere chai moro karachel kere coffee ameya ibot ameya ibot Jome Cafe Starling, you know, the Starling Village. Congratulations. If you're seeing us, we have cups on the table. This has been proudly sponsored by Cafe Starling. They're even looking at me. Cafe Starling is next to St. Kizito Nursery and Primary School. Thank you very much, our business partner, Cafe Starling, for choosing to host our guests very well. Even if you have come without breakfast from home, you at least will get something light, energy to talk, to tell us about regulation. I'm told there are people also who don't take sugar. I don't know if that is part of regulation, but that we're going to talk about it later after the show. So welcome back from the short commercial break. I have my next question here, which I have prepared for my sister. You know, when you're asking a sister, you ask in a very friendly way. So we're talking about these regulations, chemical regulations. What should the layperson, that common man, know and pick from this regulation, and what role can the common man play in ensuring that the regulations are done and they are successful and they're impactful, they make our future better, other than regulation, then we all feel very sad about it.
Thank you very much, our host today. We are privileged that you have hosted us. We appreciate.
Thank you.
This regulation is very timely, or it's even late, I say.
Okay.
My colleague Isaac gave a hint on aspects of chemicals. This is a regulation that is a national regulation, but it aligns with global efforts ongoing in regards to things that are happening in the global context on chemicals. As we very well know that chemicals are there for us. They can make life easy, but they can also complicate life. And like we have already been informed, chemicals are widely used to facilitate man and his interests. We've just talked about the industry. Largely the industry depends on chemicals. Chemicals may be as complex as there may be, but also as simple as there may be, starting with water, which is also chemical. In the air, the atmosphere we live in is all containing different forms of chemicals. Yeah, but depending on, like Wilbert said, depending on how we use, it can harm or help us. And so this regulation is here to help us use these chemicals that we will shortly look at in a way that will not compromise both the human health and the environment. And when we talk of the environment, it is not only the trees that you see, but it's deeper than that, because within the environment, you know, it's a whole complex of a system. We have things like insects that are useful, like the bees. They're very useful, that we should all know, being agro-based country. Without insects, without bees, pollinators, something is compromised. So you will then realize that when we talk of environment, it is not just simple. Because what goes into the environment or into the air comes back to us. Now, for instance, if you throw a chemical in the water, you will eat it back on your plate or in your stomach through fish. Because when it goes in the water, some plants will take it up and the fish will eat the plants. And before we know it, the fish has gathered, we call it bioaccumulation, gathered all these in small portions. Eventually, it's in large quantities. And by the time you eat fish, you eat today, you eat tomorrow. Clay talked about the eventual effect is you'll see ailed population or sick population, but it comes from these accumulations. So yes, so that is why now I started by saying the issues of chemical is not only a national concern, it's a global concern. The National Environment Authority, the National Environment Management Authority is focal point on behalf of Uganda to a number of multilateral environment agreements, global, that are addressing alarming concerns of chemicals. Because there are those that are now, however useful they are, we are considered as we can't use them anymore. So those are under banned category. However much they are useful, certain areas of their application have been banned globally. So Uganda is not any exemption, any different, as Uganda has joined the rest of the world to promote this agenda. And so our new law, the National Environment Act, has domesticated the provisions of the global convention on persistent organic pollutants. Those are groups of chemicals that when they get into the environment, they don't leave. And when they are there, they are persistent and they are very destructive, both to organisms in the environment, but also to us as human beings. And so then there are also groups that are known scientifically to have the power or the energy to destroy our atmosphere. We have all heard of global warming, climate change. These are done by nothing else but the driving powers of chemicals. Though man plays a role in influencing it. Yes, man's role to influence the concentration. Man increases their availability, their concentration in the atmosphere. So those categories are under the group that we would call, they're called ozone depleting substances. And so they're being regulated globally under the Montreal Protocol to protect the ozone layer, but also to control global warming. So these are also domesticated in the national law, our National Environment Act. And then another critical group of chemicals are under what we would call, I think we have heard of mercury. I don't know if you have heard. There is something called mercury. Now, mercury has divergent use. Some of it is used in production. When you see our beautiful ladies running away from the beautiful dark color, wanting to acquire that paint, he's calling it paint suddenly. So mercury plays such a role. Mercury, hydroquinone, those are specific chemicals that are able to bring about lightening effects. And so industry takes that up because the population will demand. Takes it up and introduces it into the cosmetics. We love the red lips, the beautiful lips, but there is nothing that can stand out without a chemical. So we know that when you see lipsticks, those are cosmetics. Definitely they have chemicals. So we have some of those categories like lead, the law pulls them out and specifically speaks about them.
Okay.
Like these are areas of red lights. Yeah? So when you have lead in your lipstick, you're heading to danger because most of them, like we said, the end result, they're carcinogenic. Some of them go for internal organ. They target internal organs. You won't see it today, but they will be eating your lungs slowly. They will trigger changes in the cell formation, cell property. Tomorrow, someone gives birth, like now, mercury exposure can lead to deformation, developmental alteration.
Of the baby?
Yes, you can give birth
Of
to
my baby?
Of your baby.
Okay.
So you are exposed,
Mm.
but we see the outcome, maybe even in your grandchild
Oh my
or in
goodness.
your child.
Mhm.
Yes, so that's how bad it is. So some of those that have raised very great effects, the world has come out and said no. Like now, I've just spoken about the mercury. Globally, it was a big problem in the Minamata Bay in Japan. So the industry was producing normal, I would call it a catalyst for a process in the industry, but in the process, they were releasing a byproduct, which when it gets to the environment, changes form. And then it is taken up by fish, and fish concentrates it. And first of all, fish got poisoned, and there was massive fish kills, but it didn't stop there. People died massively. And such an area, I believe, up to today, that was in the 50s, but up to today, I believe the bay is not yet clean. So that's how persistent it can be, and we may not have the capacity to do that, such a cleanup.
Okay.
For instance, if petrol pours in Lake Victoria, it is something that petrol is one example of chemical, but the effect will be so big because we cannot easily do such cleanup. Okay, now that brings us now to what the regulation is addressing. So the regulation makes provision for prohibition of globally banned chemicals. Globally banned.
Okay.
Yes, it could be particular uses. Like now we talk of mercury is used in dental amalgam, filling your tooth when you go to the clinic. That use is also banned. Mercury in medical devices like thermometers is also banned because when such ends into waste, it is risky. Mercury in gold mining, I don't know if there's gold mining in this northern region, is also banned.
It is in a beam district.
So that's something we need to be conscious of, because once you use that mercury and release in the environment, is that okay, you come out with your gold, but the after effects, you will not, it is beyond you with your little money, which cannot even treat you later.
Okay.
Yes. So the regulation bans bans all globally banned chemicals. The regulation restricts chemicals of critical global concern. And so the restriction comes in a way that, like now we've talked about the ozone depleting substances. Some of them are in our air conditioners, they are in our refrigerators. So those are now, there are those that were phased out, banned. There are those that are restricted. They're saying, okay, even if we must use, because there are no easily available alternatives.
Yeah.
So for now, we can be using them, but with restriction.
Okay.
So there, the regulation is restricting, first of all, their importation. Majority of these industries, by the way, there are numerous chemicals, but majority, as a country, we do not manufacture. So we are heavily an importing country. So the regulation restricts the imports, restricts the transportation, restricts the storage, restricts the use, and the management when it is now at end of life. That is disposal. So how is the regulation making provision for the restriction of those that must, and those are the ones we are calling hazardous chemicals. So those we have clear provisions that first of all require that I think I forgot one key thing. While we have a wide range of chemicals, this regulation particularly looks at industrial and consumer chemicals. My colleague Wilbert mentioned working with lead agencies. Some chemicals are in the agriculture sector. Those are regulated by agriculture in liaison with NEMA, because some of them cross-cut.
Okay.
Yes, like mercury is being used in mining. Mining is under Ministry of Energy. So while our law makes prohibition of mercury, the banning is done in the Mining Act.
Okay.
So we work together. We draw synergies and we work together. Yes. Then the chemicals that are used in the medical sector, like those with the medicine and everything, those are regulated under Ministry of Health.
Health, yeah.
So we liaise with them, areas where we need them, because our concern is it should not get into the environment. So that's where our marking point is. It should guarantee safety, sustainability for the environment.
Okay.
Yes, and even production.
I think you have a huge area to present, but I'll give you time to summarize. After a short break, I need to do just a time check. Let's see, are we on time or not? We check and then we come back.
It's 10 a.m. Chawa Ngwen Modiko. The time check on 94.3 QFM is brought to you by
KCB Bank Assurance. KCB Bank Uganda, Pijo, Piberere.
Nuong Merinda, ite nuong oyom chuny. Nuong Merinda fruity, pineapple, green apple, onyo orange, yom yichoro dushu nuereka e Mirinda.
Mirinda, smile, be contagious. Vimba kere kabore pro smartphone. Man stress sore ken paye. Bin ke lipiara boro. Acharo deposit. Ita chulo eno ken mot. Chuli wel malare. Tuta chel. Nino. Tuta biro. Chabit. Onyu pidwera bichel dushu. Nung mbis mia chel. Nino. Kay chula megi. Pidwera bichel. Nung kabore pro. Tin. Iduha MTN nore ken ati chok kedi. MTN. Together, our network is unstoppable. MTN. Jamena ko tigo be Uganda Communications Commission. Danu dushu.
Police man. Welu jami machata tushu yira. Long neck. Yipuri willa tabo. Ankum da ko ko ina nani enno mi ober me wele poto chata genne why electronics ametiu yiro jogle nget Sunset Restaurant Lira City gin jami gidoki kam pe kom ni kam why electronics charuka ridge chake chima borana local load ka gwa batteries battery chim headsets earbuds karipoge screen guards card readers memory cards flash disk long top plugs chargers my iPhone naga type C tower clips jama papat otie woofers akoka loyo TV screen inches of papat sound pins blenders maybe you juice fans akiyo yami korot naga ena Dior. Iti winyumene. Idiru tutwa. P match link to Jeriswala. Wires GT sizes of papat, bulbs, conduit pipes, adapters, junction boxes, MK metallic, kede plastic, bulb holders, kune long. Dow Charlie wholesale retail long. With the will kunu, work pay chocolate or gomlone. Ole smart yinkari go him. Welu giri jamu originally YY Electronics. Itewe ko jobiru kwa le jami du. Karu kumpe pay. Gwaji gichibi nora bira beach ala beach. Ariyo boro. A beach ala beach. Unyo. Nora bira bora chel. Abongwena beach el not. Abongwena bora beach el.
Female-led and made enterprises is a special segment by KCB Bank created to support and scale women businesses with tailor-made solutions to fit their unique needs and access financing at preferential rates. KCB Bank Flame proposition is here to empower you to shine. Sign up today and unlock unsecured business loans of up 50 million Uganda shillings repayable in 12 months. Get quick mobile loans of up to 5 million Uganda shillings right on your phone. Enjoy access to mortgages, overdrafts, and secured loans along with competitive interest rates, expert training, and mentorship designed to elevate your business game. With KCB Bank's Flame, get the support, financing, and confidence to take your business to the next level. Visit your nearest KCB branch or call 0800-311-411 for more information. KCB Bank Uganda, for people, for better.
Joa, ignora baby, ignora baby in a jaw. In a bed, tipping a toro to chew. In a bed, tipping a kettle. In a bed, tipping a toro to chew. No more me to get my paka paka voice bando. Oh, Jimmy, well, I knock it my paka paka voice bando. It my paka paka meditate. My paka paka budget. My paka paka meditate. My paka paka budget. No, my paka paka eka ite yer bando la metie kede dakika SMS. Unyo MBs amet wate kede welchen me itie kede. T star chel not star chel hash. Unyo ti kede my MTN app. Inwo my paka paka bandos. Utie kede ginoro pinga toro duchu. Pien kauti yukara chel. Peo tuero jukuwa.
MTN.
Jami duchu bino tich kon lobo check. Uganda Communications Commission enamengiyo ticha MTN.
Abaye. Today we put this debate to bed once and for all.
Asano yesinga.
Embozi Asano ne mani tujesonyiwere dala. What's better with football? Bear or the boys?
Giving on goal.
Of course, goals before guys.
Mzofalu's jumping studio.
Where is the football better? At home or away?
What advantage Ojimanyi gwe?
Wali kulutimbe gaga day. What league is better?
Football.
Champions League. Just tell me, what goes down better with football?
Nyanyambisi.
Pepsi. Ice cold Pepsi. Football is better with Pepsi. Pepsi. Thirsty for more.
Ikarani. Unywale melo Uganda karo miliona chele nusho ko. Utia kwa gini kiri kudi metu ojonyi kumgi. Achujo apol pat pengyo yot kumgi. Manu utia keto kwa gi. Kiri mea jo amegin maro. Kana tech pat. Ngeyo kaiti kwa kiri kudi metu ojonyi kuminyope. Ubedu step number chelme kwa kuponi. Kiri mega jo ameyini maro. Pimere pitu ojonyo tieme nono. Dang tieme imong. Kuniromo timo iwudi yena meti loboman. Pimere pitu jonyo guaho kuo. Karachel, oromuru nyunu tuo chili moko ilobo Uganda. Seko noro kikenda me wano tiu melwenyi kumtuoni. Konyo kaka noro. Ochak tishu ko ye ichawani. Kwenaman, Jomo Keliu, ubedi Uganda AIDS Commission. Officer President.
Ulodinga laka daily bando. Kalakata. Enendungo ya kusabula. Mikono juu. Free of fire. Omuliro nguwulira mulimu mutima gukankana like drums. Nesumulula with is a lighter, watch me set the fire. This feeling nyongera, chitia can't stop the boom. Kalakata. Enendungo ya kusabula. Mikono juu. Free of fire.
Well, Amedong Beralo, Elaine Mechim Amedong Beralo in Uganda. MTN. Tiu ita Uganda Communications Commission.
Nuong merinda ite nuong oyom chuny. Nuong merinda fruity, pineapple, green apple, onyo orange, mari, pohi, ite buonyo. Kayine buonyo, wilobo buonyo kedi. Mirinda nuere in milliliters. Mia deke piera deg nono. Mia beach kede liters ario. Mepet bottle. Kede dang milliliters mia deg. Chopa meto. Yom yichora dushu nuere ka in mirinda.
Mirinda, smile, be contagious.
Joa, ignora baby, ignora baby in a jaw. In a bed, tipping a toro to chew. In a bed, tipping in kettle. In a bed, tipping a toro to chew. No more me to get my paka paka voice bando. Oh, Jimmy, well, I knock it my paka paka voice bando. With my paka paka meditate. My paka paka budget. My paka paka meditate. My paka paka budget. No, my paka paka eka ite yer bando la metie kede dakika SMS. Unyo MBs amet wate kede welchen na me itie kede. T star chel not star chel hash. Unyo ti kede my MTN app. Inwo my paka paka bandos. Utie kede ginoro pinga toro duchu. Pien kauti yukara chel. Peo tuero jukuwa.
MTN.
Jami duchu bino tich kon lobo check. Uganda Communications Commission enamengiyo ticha MTN.
I break a rock boom. I dance.
Nenye silver baka. I win it double.
chiki, chakala, chiki, chakala.
We need double, double.
Double, double. And I did double, double. Double, double.
Gosh, it double, double.
Double, double. Double, double. Double, double. Chiki, chakala, chiki. Double, double.
Tom Chakalo Dubu Kede Kufu Tiana Dio. Nuong Roku Munyo Silverback Energy. Rote Giname Umuye. Giname Nano. And Giname Lanyo. Rock Boom. Gufu Pio Lodge. Mata me medu gufu pepe pio tino. Mono Yach. Mega metia dotu tino. Kede jua mekawa teru giarach. Yuba mechwa lungeche chatu wilu nuo chwaka dule National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board. Yuba mechatu wili kepi karache.
Jire tolo, mera jire tolo, jire tolo, oh jire tolo. Marile mujo wa boy mate, Roma TV.
Chawa ni da dong tutual nen chala dong era da habeda pe yore so imalu aminwa Monica ko bujama Paul tutuala me chawa perami wa gonyo duchu yore era anua penye ni chiki ene atedero mirnia yeni ngo kede ngo amat tedero motimi ye mena ni mano utiu karche kede nema menungo aduga ber eno chaka imalu te ko ni mano we put a loro ticket dong chemicals onyo yen nogo pedong yen dusu yen na wanto lung ni chemicals nene ameo pero koni mirpo ticket atwala kede timoga mautia ki diro mene na kwa dugi mere kom luak eto apir te kero gendo chani utu poko ngej mene ni mano ena wilo bo kwero wana oduo pacho kande koni wana kwero wilo pero mo kwero wano te tanya tikere kurju ngai adogi mere no binu bera arach dogi na gino tu kobo ipuonyar metema wornyim kere puonyero kena me binu borukin pacho kere no kenada be ready vala boto kan tuti ni mano ka gina do wilo kwero ni rach pe kwa dano rach pe kabere morumu wa nodong tia rach yinna te dera meti pacho kanuda miri jol kuri puonya metema binu borri itana ni pe do ketiu kede eno ko ni chuma en war neno ni kado an lobutieni industrial park factory do yawer ko kanene joteti yugini do yiping wakan eto chuma chela tikere chemical ament yukede aparte neno ka ngwame chuma notia ma yobo kore nen ko ngwama yaye kere chemical agitia tikerni utia mako eka otegwoko eka otebolo ko yora ngo ame pekelo awano eno ko ni giname wanowa chemical robert na medang ngo wanowa kari ubedi wanoti nenda romo konyowa eto yot komwa ename no beru gina pirtek ya gikimere pien kada ok en chemical da do wanoti ukede eka dugmete bedo araji kom jama ikom ngini gi kedi jama malala hakedi jama metuare bala kijini ame konywa inani mano chamwa me wano puru utura ber nyaka ber kijno pirtek twal erga chemical wordo ke ballo ber beda kishiko kede ngini giga mekelo jama pergi tegi kwa no dok pe ber piano ba chu ngini kede kijini meti yuti chara no pirtek pi wandano akari bedi wandana no do numero logi dong itache kame otiamo choping ame wano ukwanyo ichik me wilobo ate kelo ena me rwate kede lowa me Uganda National Environment Act nuti jamli chamo cho yore do binu temitek disu me ponyu we niangun ye because ti chemicals amedo ka tiu kede rido ba kodo jema pe yae kana menweno porro e kateberie ame pier actual me yininge pientiana na balo na ha rapa nyo giname chon wano ngeo ni buara ame konyo wa mena ni chieng do ko bini liera duong tutwal mena anahre wilowo beru ponyu wani peo ti kedi jame moga me balo ka bere morumwa ame ka lier mordo duny malu te bala rapa choko dihi wanda hote kok ni lier me kar do petia malare kana ko men gina mege wa kede mon wano beru kedi kom cha dusini tigina me gin wero kede doggi lipsticks ame kada do beru wero kede jame ti ko ka donyi ye di macha te kelo pe ha duong kai tinen dogetia more chani te beru gom te beru buonyi ye eta dugi mere komi dihi mubiru pojon imakira ng'iongo ogweru gire pojon mubedo pojon ama bini kome to kane no anyano tia wer doge Dr. Twal ko biko e mag burek kere cha moro bino bedo gina makelo bal botwa kere jam kanda nu do mutiu kere ko me daktal chalo mercury yuni ng'ewo nang joka nu wor ko konyo joy me chukul ni otiu moyo mercury kun jokero lightning arrester kunu ede cha da nu ni mercury tikere peho jam anu tiu kede mercury da hata la ngutia koni kodo he mag kunu burek mano premier doko bed kare me tikere teno ngigu mara Germany wan po yubi Uganda kan dunger wano kelo ilohanam wano kelo ai ka te tikere eto kirre me bollo kado tunincha me bollo yini bollo ni ken iramu chafere bollo moro yipi kana me tunga raigi nure wori bollo tunga raigi en raite moko ko te dog bedi irniwa raig yina do te be bango raigi wenu ko ichene dok te be pe hodok borri so yinuti ne chawa ni te ngina beto wori bolli pi no de kelo do no kelo bala duong tutwal do ngaper de kerwok chuma tiu kede chemical the one to lo yani eka wano teder da tiu kede do balancing ningo mena ni manu pe timu gina me kelo peho pe dura pola talk show ni pobedo mega bedo me wele we koda ha mi kare bot Mina Monica and a good mora anonok piendong upenyo nyigaria dekoro ta ya blind ko ka unity ne wa Yorama TV gina perektini ini choa penyo ko chon choa penyo ko te ke comment section wan binu bedo kare kare me kwano kai cho ile blau cho ile blau kai cho ile mono cho ile mono kai cho ile teso kai mir cho ile ba jono yin cho ile ba jono wano kwano ko mikan jo kwano tikan e ka yine te winyo yore e ka pijo mami to go sima go nyu yin ti tuke ti dokolo ti apach ti kole wan biri ya bolain me chimo te be me gwano ya bureno ite goy wunu chimi te penya metie nena ko ka penyor no tiama yini tamni miro nema gam wanen do kelo nema chake Kampala te gwar je lira kandi jote mi nyam kino studio kan do ginti atera me gama penyo we winyi bot Monica chichek akaro te binu gama penya re mor ken ka ya bolain ko man radio q kedo Rama TV Monica Ojoli.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator.
But now today I'm not moderating, I'm translating.
Thank you. As we summarize this, key to note is that this regulation is here to guide the management of chemicals.
Okay.
Like I had already highlighted, to guide on those that are not supposed to be used, guide on those that are to be used but with much caution.
Okay.
So it requires that all those who in a way manufacture, import, use, store, and of course later dispose should be under control. And this control is in a way that we are going to be registering, or we are already registering all chemicals in those categories. We are registering manufacturing, we are registering all chemicals in the country. And we are licensing the different uses, the different components. We are registering licensing manufacture of hazardous chemical. That is for those that are not banned. The restricted category.
Yes.
The banned are banned, so we don't license anything about it. They are banned, so they are prohibited. So we license the manufacture, we license the import, we license the transportation, we license the storage, we license the ultimate management of the waste that arises from that. Now, in the process of licensing, it will help us to guide, to instruct, like, oh, if you're going to store, this is how you should do it. When it becomes waste, this is how you should do it to guarantee safety. So that is critical, and that is what will generally be the work of the regulation in the process of implementing. And the reason we are here, we are creating this information that you need to know. If you are an industry and you deal in these chemicals, the list is there, but they're restricted.
Okay.
So when you apply to us, we'll also tell you whether it is allowed or not. So that is very crucial. And we will also continue to create awareness to guide the common man.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you talk about registration and licensing,
yes,
is it a new thing or it has been in NEMA's program? Is this something that we're just rolling out or it has been in existence? Personally, it's sounding new to me.
It is something that should have happened long time.
Okay.
But we have not yet done it. So with the new regulation, it's going to be a new thing.
Okay.
Yes, so just like, in agriculture sector, they already have the register for all agrochemicals. So that helps to know, who is bringing what,
okay,
who is using what. It helps to mark control. If it causes havoc, then we know where to trace from. So that's the kind of register we are developing.
So these handlers, should they come to you or you look for them, especially like the agro input dealers?
Now, the agro input dealers will directly work with MAIF.
Oh, MAIF, okay.
Yes. Okay. We only liaise with them on specific areas. Yes, especially when it comes to use, because for us, we are concerned their use is on environment. So we only come to guide through the process of Asia, environment impact assessment, to ensure that if you have been licensed by MAIF or Ministry of Agriculture to use this chemical, so are you safeguarding the environment? Yes, so that is where we come in.
Okay, and then those ones that are active in mining, they also go to the lead agency or ministry, is that correct?
If it is anything to do with mercury, they will not be licensed to do that. Because now when it comes to mercury, first of all, it's coming in, it should be NEMA to license mercury coming in. But for mining, we have said it is prohibited, it's banned. So we can't, if someone requests to bring in mercury, we don't allow.
Okay.
We don't. Like I gave the example of the chemicals that are used in air conditioners and the refrigerators. We have categories that are still permitted but restricted. So those, we are licensing those importers that are bringing in and those people that are also using. So we license them on a yearly basis and we give them stringent conditions, stringent quantities to bring in, not just, and we monitor compliance to our condition. They have to report to us. We have to we audit them. Yeah, so that is what happens on
Okay. These things are very important, but time is not on our side.
This one,
very
particularly,
important.
we will be focusing directly on industry.
Industry,
and also other consumer use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We know you imalu mwame Monica Kobukano udong porkera penya ria pergi tega me mir beye chap tutual eto apir tekerwo keme kola me yini tiu kere ichoma ni morno I factory ni morno mwame Monica gitia kobuti ko ichawa ni dong tiame timiero ichoko eka de nungo lanche chere waraga me mi twero me chato warang lanche jojo kari chonche na lanche se gali nutie tegede yini wini lanche merno lanche me yini imako chemical or me yini tiu kerno dang joko ni ka yini timo ko chon nodok ber kaka jodok moya moa do yini wot eka ite wot choyo ko bodgi eka dang remi lanche ko et kare obedo roto ena yini ti kelo no iti gwako ningo iti ti kero ningo kere kado iti ukere ate bollo ite bollo koningo amenu pekelo bal ikom jowa amenu icha morno tikere area me yinu boli yeno kermena bario en jamo karametika bera morumu wa nenu ko chalo jama mela laha ngini gi kijgi rajgi amenu ti ikulu yore so manno kere manno Atami ye kodo adoh atir bormina ikila, I think. Our second last question before we go and open the phone lines and also read comments that have been sent on YouTube. The management of these chemicals, what are the challenges that NEMA is getting, and maybe the immediate solutions? Are there challenges that you really want the community to come join hands and make sure that at the end of the day, we deliver on the results? I don't know if Wilbert will handle or Isaac. Use my microphone. No, for you.
Yeah, thank you so much for this. I'll talk about it.
Mm.
And I want to give examples of directly what happens in our communities.
Mm.
I know my colleague Isaac later on, given that he's a regional manager here, highlight exactly the experience of what happens in the communities. Let me begin with the farmers. When you look at our farmers go and buy these agrochemicals from the shops.
Yeah.
Now, when they buy, the advisors are the sellers.
Mm-hmm.
The advisors are the sellers, and in most cases, you realize that most of these sellers give up advice, and even when you track to see that how much of the technical expertise do they have, you may find there's a gap. And our farmers, if you want to see what happens, they buy, go and apply, and then they begin using them. Now, if you reach our farmers, you'll find they are openly using these chemicals, no protection, openly like that, and then they spray throughout. Now, first of all, you realize there's an issue of lack of awareness, and then including lack of the awareness on the dangers to human health, but also lack of understanding on the effects of this to the environment. For example, you can see how our communities are spraying the grass, but they spray the grass, they want to avoid the weeding, but as they spray the grass, they are causing more effects. For example, you see the pollinators. For us to get maize, to get beans, to get what, we need the pollinators.
Yeah.
Now, when you spray the grass and spray anyhow, you're killing the pollinators. Some of these chemicals equally even affect the land. So you really see that there is a challenge there. Then also, when you look at disposal, say for example, after buying and using the containers, you get to the ground, the same containers that were used for this, I mean, when they were buying, they are the same containers they will turn to use at their homes. They forget to know that this was a chemical. And as my colleague Monica had said, some of them have persistent kind of, they are persistent, and even when you wash and by open eyes you see that is a clean thing, and you begin using it, you have not solved the problem. So that kind of practice is happening. And there are so many other practices. Where do they dispose it? Apart from using, others just throw it in an open land. And already she had said management from the time it is brought in, how it is used, how it is disposed, where do you dispose them? So this is the guidance that I think our farmers need to know. And I wanted basically to highlight this because it is one thing that I see happening. And it's a silent killer. So this is a gap. So there's a gap in terms of awareness. There's a gap in terms of even the service providers. There's a gap in terms of management and disposal. You can add on that.
Okay, maybe just to substantiate on what my colleague has said. Indeed, based on the experience within LIDA and beyond in the northern region, there is a big issue on awareness. You know, I like explaining issues of northern Uganda based on our history. It is a unique context from different parts of the country.
True.
So even mere education alone, formal education, is still a challenge, but the region is picking up. So to start talking about chemicals to someone who has even not gone to school, it's a really big challenge. So we have to fashion the message in a way that is non-academic, but in a way that addresses even the local person. You know, me, I'm an academic, so they say you have to explain your complex work in a way that you're explaining to your grandmother, even in a local language, if possible. There you're communicating the science. So the big challenge is the lack of awareness and sensitization. The other issue that we've encountered is, you see, the attitude, the mindset. People still think that, you know, for us, this is how Lira has been. This is how we've been operating, business as usual. I was last in Lira in 2019, and Lira of 2019 and now, we should agree that there is a very big difference. So if you've been operating in a certain way in 2010, you've been operating in Lira, you have to acknowledge that Uganda is changing, and we shouldn't leave people behind. And it's the onus is on us, on our politicians, local politicians, as the technical people who help to backstop, like NEMA is backstopping the environment officers within Lira, but also in the broader region. So it's of importance that we make it known to these people that actually there is a way the world is, there's a direction the world is taking and Uganda is taking, and it's for our good. So we keep preaching the message of hazardous chemicals, their impacts, and the cost of inaction. Yes.
Okay, very quickly, I think we'll run to the last question for now, so that we open the phone lines and we also hear from you. We might be talking to ourselves inside here. We really want to hear from you. Any addition, subtraction, multiplication might not be there. Okay, addition and subtraction, anything you want to know, yes, you will be able to ask us through the phone line 0776 943 943. But the last one, environment management is being decentralized. So what would be the role of the local governments in ensuring that we achieve the results that we are looking for? I don't know if Monica will answer that, my man Wilbert or Isaac. The role of the local government.
Okay, since I'm in the region.
So since you are local, now, yes, you are local.
Yes,
let's start with you.
Can now add on.
Yes.
After.
Yeah.
So just to give you some context, indeed, environmental management is being decentralized. Just like how central government eventually was decentralized, we have the regions. And so
exactly. Yeah.
So the same route is what environmental management is taking. When you look at the broader ministry, Ministry of Water and Environment is the mother ministry of NEMA. That ministry is, if you go to Mbarara, you'll find Ministry of Water. If you go to Lira, you find it. If you go to Mbale, you find the regional office. So NEMA also follows the same. NEMA has regional offices in Mbarara, Mbale, Hoima, and then Lira. So the purpose is to bring service delivery closer to the people. And how the local governments can be involved. Now, as I said earlier, NEMA is backstopping the local governments. And as my colleague, the manager, Ikela here said, the environment is kept in trust by the environment person, the local government in trust of the people.
Yes.
So they are the first line of defense. Anything happening in Lira or in any district in northern Uganda, environment officers. Then now NEMA comes, okay, how can I help you? How can I support the environment officers in case you're not able to? Do you need support with police? Do you need support with sensitization? Do you need support with enforcement and so on. So the role they can play, one, is to sensitize the communities, as we've already spoken about. They can have radio talk shows. They can have community trainings. That is very important. Secondly, there's Monica talked of the EIA process, Environment Impact Assessment. We've been always engaging local governments in the review of documents. So when you come up and you have a factory you want to set up and say you're producing agrochemicals, or you're producing agricultural output, but in some way you're using chemicals, we receive the developer, the project owner sends the report to NEMA. NEMA sends the report to the district.
Okay.
Now, the reason we send the report to the district environment officer is so that they can give us a comment on the project. Tell us, is it viable, is it not, given the environment? And then they give us feedback. And where need be, we go and have joint inspections with them. So that is how they can also be involved. And lastly, there are many ways, but I'm just summarizing. Lastly, they can also be engaged in routine inspections and monitoring. You see, some of these developers are tricky. They say, I'm operating in a certain village, so I want to hide from there. They won't find me. It's important that routinely they do these inspections. They have intelligence on ground to let them know that is this person doing this. Maybe they are producing this and pouring straight into the stream. We are seeing what is happening in Lila here. The industrial area, it is bordering a wetland, a stream. And your question would be, where is all this waste going? Remember, the factories are using chemicals.
Yes.
So that is the kind of engagement we need the local governments to actively involve themselves in.
Okay.
Maybe just to add on that, we highlighted the issue of awareness, and the district local governments are supposed to provide extension services. And these extension services, say for example, within the district, imagine within the district we have the district environment officers, we have the district agriculture officers, we have the extension workers that are supposed to go up to the sub-county level, we have the lands officers, we have the forest officers, we have the district natural resource officers. All these officers are structures that are put in place by the government to ensure that services are given to the people. Now, the extension workers are supposed to get to the ground to support the farmers in understanding these issues of management of the chemicals, including identification, guidance, providing technical guidance, and then ensuring that where they have the challenges, they coordinate with the relevant lead agencies.
Okay.
And that is very, very key. And then even where enforcement is supposed to be done, they coordinate with the other lead agencies to ensure that this is done. Because now, when you get to our shops here, there are a number of quacks who are providing guidance to the farmers, and they are misleading the farmers. There are some of the chemicals that are banned, but because there's nobody getting to them, and yet the district local government would be the access, the easy access to identify the quacks and the support to weed them out in a professional way. So these are some of the services we expect them to do, and also support in playing their role as technical people employed by the government of Uganda to ensure that environment is conserved for the betterment of human health and general all of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Monica, do you want to add anything, or we can open our phone lines?
Maybe just one.
In a minute, yes.
Yes. Local government has a big role to play. Just to sum it, like they are the on-the-ground enforcers of all environmental laws. Yes. So when they're supposed to bring it home. like the way we've pulled it from international context to national context,
Mm.
they are supposed to also bring it down to the local context. If there is a need for specific bylaws, they should make it develop it. And if there is a need to designate infrastructures to support this implementation and processes, they should do it. So it's they have a crucial role
Okay.
to play.
Okay. Apeny ma giki ame anu ami obut welo ne kote weo kwa chiche kame pero yab line. Apeny ni government wa metedero. Romo konyo ni ning mena ni mano. Chika me kwa ho chemical zoga rachu. Ame balo kwa dano kadang te balo kabere marumu wa. Gin miro tim ngo. Mena ni unuo aduga ber. Eka pedo hote bero. Riemera chawa dicho. Samar magina miyo koni utij med district tikir ticha duong total amagin miro team mena ni mano chiki na amedo ukatuko Uganda okwanyo irome wipodo tekelo do choyo ko irome Uganda to yina me bera tela med district nyo area ma yini yeno yino miri kwanye kete kelo ko ya duol kano area ma yini lo district yini lo no tena ni keriti da bero kere jo ame woro atalichi jo ame wori kinping merabo pingechi ekadang to wot roto kare jo mena metia manywaro tikede en chemicals ne want to ulo yene pien mena machel ti jo metia machato chemicals ni bala biachara er no ngechere peye no kompe ngecha twala er na do tia tocha ko ginor ke gen katia ko birella ken enan ko ni man pien no mire e chod chene moro le moro mir binati ti chao mere ame man no ra twal enwa ballo kwa jowa e karmenyin pien district tikere uticha me gamente kom choda miyo gi ochara due mena ni mano ngej roma tedero jo me department of agriculture tie district agricultural officer no tie environment officer dang ti kano lands officer dang ti district kano natural resources officer dang tie e district kano tiji uber metun bota tedero eka otami yo ngej eka kare ka jodo ger chuma ko daro ko ne ger chuma nani kita tikere ni yora ber eka cha yini ya iworo tekido eno neno tokido ilohe ti doha ende chako timulung tu pemengo ameno ko bini ni gotim ame cha marubina mir ber bala bega ko do he duogite biroto itene no ngame won chuma tia matimo katia marwate keri kita me miro go keri kana marumwa chawo wadong pe tunisha me le ram ko kedu wot ko wechi che kado duogo aite goyi wachim namba nota biro abichel abongwena dek radio Q kero Roma TV.
Are you looking for a taste of home with a dash of love? Look no farther than Starling Village, your favorite food restaurant. Our chefs prepare delicious meals with fresh ingredients served with a smile by our friendly and attentive staff. Our good and smart service providers will make you feel right at home. From local favorites to international cuisines, we have got something for everyone. Our team ensures that every meal is served with exceptional attention, making your dining experience truly unforgettable. Whether you're in the mood for a hearty breakfast, a quick lunch, or a family dinner, Starling Village is the perfect spot. Come test the difference. Starling Village, where every meal is a delight and every service a pleasure. Starling Village is located at Cathedral Village, opposite St. Kizito Primary School. For deliveries or inquiries, call 0761 485 067.
Vimba kireka bore pro smartphone. Man stress sore ken paye. Bin ke lipiara boro. Acharo deposit. Ita chulo eno ken mot. Chuli wel malare. Tuta chel. Nino. Tuta biro. Chabit. Onyu pidwera bichel tushu. Nung mbis mia chel. Nino. Kay chula megi. Pidwera bichel. Nung kabore pro. Tin. Iduha MTN nore ken ati chok kedi. MTN. Together, our network is unstoppable. MTN. Jamena ko tigo be Uganda Communications Commission.
Ka barwit. Ngisho. Kera remlak. Ukero koping. Yen yat edon ekaite monya. Yara tel ki ken natwer konyo yoriot ka remo tanyo bedo ka edon amenueri udi ya dushwe cheki kiri. Edon konyo ya barwit, laka rem, kere ngesha bala yotkom, endo kai monya yate. nwe twero dok ti choro yinge monya yaredo ndang konyi yareme ogurngech chonga rem kere wang ler amerem woki ti kere edon binu konyi koma rem dushu pien dulme Uganda Drug Authority uye tich kere yat edon apoe tutwal yat edon bigonye koma rem
Tolo, mera tolo, Marile mujo wao boy mate. Urama TV ujo wao wo. Urama TV ujo wao wo. Marale.
Okay. Mano karsigere mano uduo ko iwiyamo. Apenya ma yinu etime to penyo nema cha merdo ngen. Nota biro abichel abongwena dek. Kai penyele mono da penyi ko straight kai mi to penyele blau wano binu yele mena ni mano o otimo ngo ogonyo so hello man gani
amoro wele wa mati yakano
ogama ba
again some megamat
ibernga
again some megamat
sam
atia ko chimadwe
sam etiko chimadwe okay
amani ba
eyo
Thinking na mami ti wele wano ko nge. Ya me te chato yeni chuk. Injizasyo na menu cho ke yata yini wiro. Pero me ka yini kiro. Yini mu kiro porro. Ina me umi kiri dobe da no pa. In miru ko kwa. O mi instruction lo be la tie. Mi no bo wa de be ba.
Okay. Okay. Sam, very quickly, is hello?
Hello?
Mana?
Mana Joka CP Melwan.
Johanna?
Joka CP.
Joka CP, okay, Joka CP, okay? Melwan. Hello? Johanna Holengo. Okay, what about that? Hello? Hello? Okay. But some from Adwil said there are people selling chemicals on market days openly. But you buy the chemicals without instructions. There are no... hello?
Hello, QFM.
Ijoli ba? Manga niko ichini kwani?
Ini Peter here.
Peter ma here, okay? Waronyin?
Ayer, ma yo na wa kom yo na ma kiru ke lum. Pero na ma dai porle. Que de secarashi kom dana.
Okay. Apoye. Can you guys expound on the chemicals being used for weeding? Yeah, instead of just doing actual. Somebody mentioned it here, but they're saying you give more information. Do they have side effects, and what are the side effects? How can they use it better? Okay, that is Peter from Ayer. But the other guys who are selling chemicals in open markets without any instruction, not even any guidance on SOPs, how will NEMA help them to just make sure that they don't fall victim of the side effects that will eventually will come with incorrect usage of such chemicals? I don't know who will answer first as we prepare to conclude.
Okay, maybe I can say something on that. You see, these local markets are also regulated locally, be it the town council, the city, or something. So the fact that those chemicals can be there and they are not regulated also is a warning sign. It means the individual, you yourself, you have to be very mindful of what you're buying. You buy it knowing it might have a risk. So my advice would be you buy it with caution, but also the best place to buy, I think, would be an agrochemicals shop. We are not going to a market and they are selling to you something in a container with no instructions.
Okay.
Yes, that is what I can say.
Yeah, I think Isaac, you said it well, because much as agrochemicals are regulated by the Ministry of Agriculture, I also know that they have such regulatory structures in place. And so all dealers must be authorized. So we urge the public to be vigilant and not to compromise maybe in terms of things that are openly sold and maybe they're cheap. So look for authorized dealers or traders, but also those dealers must have the instruction. They should give, don't take something that doesn't have instructions guiding you on use and on safety precaution.
Okay.
Because that's very critical for chemicals. In fact, where it becomes a problem is misuse. If used well, it does that, it serves the purpose, and the risk of exposure is reduced or minimized. So be conscious, do not use agrochemicals or even any chemical, industrial chemical. Do not use without protective, the right protective. And even our law gives guidance on the information that should come with a chemical. The chemical should have clear instructions on how you should use, how you should store, how you should manage the after, maybe any remainder or what you're not interested, and also how you should manage anything that you've used.
Okay.
So that is where it is very important. So let's not put our lives in danger and at risk.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a hot debate going on here, but I need to read from where it started. We are no longer depending on livestock. NEMA is watching people who are cultivating wetlands. We need action. Thanks, I'm streaming live from Kampala, but my home district is Kwania. Then other people were answering immediately. Good enough, you are watching from Kampala. Now the rice you are eating, where do you think is being cultivated from? And so many others. For them, they're answering themselves here. But maybe if you can comment on that, then somebody said here that where can we get the full list of all the banned chemicals in Uganda if I really want to know them one by one? And if there are those ones that you've already identified that are being sold illegally, you can openly share with them so that they can start from there. I think those are the questions that we are going to handle for now. We have only about 8 minutes, but we can use 7 and then we leave this.
Maybe let me respond on the issue of wetlands.
Wetlands, yes.
I happen to have worked within here. That was some 2 years ago.
Okay.
But it is not true that NEMA is watching wetlands being either cultivated or misused. The NEMA has done quite a lot in terms of sensitizing the people on wetlands. We have also issued a number of kind of guidance on use of wetlands. And it is also a reason why we emphasize now for any other technical guidance to be sought from our regional offices, as already my colleague had mentioned. Now, efforts have been there in terms of managing wetlands, and that is why you see actions that have been taken. For you people, you have seen it happen in different parts of this country, NEMA taking action. Beginning from Kampala, where that person is talking, the Lubigi, the Entebbe, all along, they have been seeing NEMA taking action. And it is still going on. We have not given up. We are still working with the local governments to ensure that wetlands are secured. And it is an ongoing process. So it is not true that NEMA is watching. We are sensitizing. We are also taking action in terms of enforcement where sensitization has not, where people have not complied.
Okay.
So it is still ongoing.
The local man should say something.
Just in a second.
Yeah.
From the experience here, actually when I had the question, why they say NEMA is watching, I'm suspecting, is because you see the approach, as we say, the last bit is enforcement. Unfortunately, enforcement is what people want to see. That is when they will say NEMA is doing what? But when you go and gather the community and first talk, they will assume that you're just looking.
Okay.
So it's as he has said, I'm not going to add very much. NEMA has done a lot. We've done so much to protect you. You know what is happening within the city and the neighboring districts. NEMA has done a lot to actually protect these wetlands. But the approach is multifaceted, the carrot and the stick.
Okay. So, Monica, I don't know whether you want to add something and where we can get the list of those
that's what I'm
chemicals.
going to speak to.
Okay, yes.
Thank you very much, our listeners. Those are very good feedback. The list of prohibited or restricted substances or chemicals. For industrial chemicals, industrial and consumer, they're in the National Environment Act.
Okay.
National Environment Act can be accessed online. You can go to NEMA website and you get yourself a soft copy and look up in the schedules. You'll see the list of prohibited and then also the list of restricted.
Okay.
But it's also a good call to us. I see the need for extracting it and maybe making it maybe public. Yes, maybe on our website. That is something we can do.
Okay.
When it comes to agrochemicals, we are aware recently there was a recall of 18 previously authorized chemicals. Now, Ministry of Agriculture hosts a whole register of authorized chemicals. And I believe they also have a list of banned agrochemicals. So I would request that local authorities liaise with your agricultural in charge of the local area and be able to access such updated list. Yes, because this is something on the ground. It needs to be on the ground. This information needs to be disseminated.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, I'm now going to give a minute each. My apologies, I'm not able to summarize or translate whatever my guests talked about within these few seconds. I think we have only 4 minutes left, but there are 3, so they can use it well. Your last message to, do you call them clients? The people you work with? Some are Christians, some are parents. NEMA, you call them what?
Stakeholders.
Stakeholders, okay. Your last message to your stakeholders who have been listening. Of course, you're the only lady you will speak last. Let me start from the host. Then Wilbert will say the last word. And then Monica will send us out of here.
Okay, thank you. Very quickly, just what you should know is you've heard of what NEMA does. NEMA, these days, you don't need to go to Kampala to report an issue.
Okay.
If you're in Lira, you come to the Lira office, which is located on Maruzi Road, in the Ministry of Water.
Ministry of Water, right.
Next to National Water there. So if you have any issues, if you want to make any reports, you're seeing any degradation happening, complaints of noise, if you need any support in terms of compliance, you can always reach out to the office.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So,
my message is that environment management is a responsibility of all of us. Do not look at what is happening in the environment and you ignore and say NEMA, then maybe the municipal council or what.
Yeah.
It is all of us. Take responsibility. Even when you're managing any waste, do not, like I see borders washing and disposing, like garages disposing the fuel into the water bodies. It comes back to us. So take responsibility. Do not dispose that waste anyhow.
Okay.
Manage it well. Ensure the environment is clean and healthy for all of us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Finally, to the only lady in the studio. So you can say the last word, then we'll walk out of here.
Thank you very much. Mine is a call to all of you, listeners, our stakeholders, our fellow regulators, like we call them the lead agencies. Let's have concerted effort to ensure that there is responsible management and use of chemicals. Not only the industrial chemicals, but also the agricultural chemicals, and also products that contain chemicals.
Okay.
Let's put our heads together and ensure that Uganda is a safe place for today, tomorrow, and the future.
Okay. Jacob, I want you in the studio, and then Mr. Producer, there's a song called Imali. I'm aware there's a celebration in Adjumani. Isaac, use only 30 seconds to tell us what is happening next month. I'm told, is it a celebration or what? And are we going to dance or not? Because we'll start dancing from the studio here. There's a song called Imali. I want to dance before we leave. Okay?
Thank you. Just, the last time we were here, we talked about publicizing it. But I don't know if I'm best placed because the name.
Yes. Yeah, Wilbert. Yeah. Take it on. Tell us about it so that we are able to dance. Actually, you tell us when we are standing. You know me, I'm an environment activist also.
The current update is that
no, feel free to stand. I'll make sure that you're comfortable. I'll make sure you're comfortable. The thing is even taller than you.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about it.
Yes.
As NEMA, we are mandated to coordinate the organization of World Environment Day.
Yes.
It is the day that is commemorated every 5th of June every year. And this year we are supposed to commemorate it in Adjumani district.
Yes.
And the preparation with the partners has been ongoing.
Okay.
Right now, because of the guidance that we've gotten from the Ministry of Health, we are first postponing it to the date to be communicated.
Is that the Ebola challenge? Oh my goodness, this Ebola thing. We are ready to go with our salt and camulari.
Yeah, we will still come because as the Ministry of Health is handling issues.
Yeah, the outbreak. Yes. Yeah.
They will advise again when we shall have it. So it is still there. We have not said it is not there. Completely, it's going to be there. Only that we have postponed it, and we are going to communicate the date when we shall have it in the due course.
Okay.
However, other activities, there are some activities that are not affected by bigger numbers. For example, we shall continue with the tree planting. There are other activities that also engage with the schools. For example, essay writing, painting for primary school children.
Okay.
Those ones will continue because they don't need great numbers.
Okay.
So that is going, but we are going still to plan, and when that time comes, we shall notify you. Then we go and dance Emali.
Okay, Mr. DJ, I do not want any microphone here now. These microphones have expired now. You can help me. There's a very serious one. No. That one you leave it. Leave it there. Those ones have expired. Okay, Mr. DJ, show us, because we are not going to Adjumani, it has been postponed. Let us now have our Adjumani here. Okay, Aya. These guys should first show us how they do it. Patricia, come and help us with Imali.